As the sun rose from the east this morning with a little rain and a brisk of cold air, Blue Devil players rose from their beds knowing this is not your typical Thursday. What awaits is an opportunity of a lifetime, a battle of a lifetime, an opportunity to play for a state championship. From the cold days of January and February to the hot, humid days of June, July, and August, the Blue Devil team went through intense training to get to this moment. As the season unfolded, back-to-back losses put a dent into their goals. What took place over the next 12 weeks was something spectacular. With a big road win versus Helena, then winning all their region games, which captured their first region championship in 20 years. And as the playoffs started, your Blue Devils were on a mission. They scored 174 points and only allowed 14 points in 4 weeks to set the stage for tonight's matchup. The final battle awaits. The mountain is high to climb. What awaits for your Blue Devils are the Knights from Montgomery Catholic. They have conquered the mountain and held it for 28 weeks. The Knights are riding a 28-game winning streak. The Blue Devils are ready for battle. Hello again, everybody. I'm David Simpson alongside my broadcast partner, former Moody Blue Devil and first state champion Brett Staggs. And the big man will be joining us in the booth tonight, Willie Strickland. He is currently on the sideline. We will not be able to go to him live due to some broadcasting rights, but Willie will be joining us in the booth later on tonight. But we welcome you to Championship Thursday, the 411 Network, Protective Stadium in Birmingham, Alabama for the Super 7 5A Championship game. Also want to thank our 411 director, Ashlyn Cook, and our producer, engineer, Eric Parsons, both playing a huge part in providing tonight's audio broadcast, and it's only audio for tonight's game due to Alabama Athletic Association rules. We cannot do a live broadcast, but it is being broadcast on APT TV, Alabama Public Television, and I hope you're tuned in, and I hope you're listening to us here on the 411 Network. And Brett Staggs, what a week it has been, and it's finally here, Championship Thursday.
What a week and what a year. 2024, a historic year, historic season for your Moody Blue Devils. And it all culminates tonight. You know, as a player, sometimes you don't know you're playing. Is this my last game? Am I going to keep going? Well, these Blue Devils know tonight this is the last game of the season, win or lose. They've been breaking it down on Blue Map all year. It's so much work to get here to this game on this night, and we're going to get it to watch it unfold in front of our very eyes on a beautiful, cold, cold night, clear skies here in Birmingham, Alabama.
And we're up in the press box way up here overlooking the field, and we are looking directly over to the visitor side where your Moody Blue Devil fans are there going to be cheering on your Blue Devils. Moody has brought a great crowd from 411 down to Protective Stadium tonight to cheer on their Blue Devils. Montgomery Catholic, some of those fans are still coming in from Montgomery, but, man, what a day it has been, knowing what's at stake for the Blue Devils. Like you said, Brett, it is hard to get to this moment. Everything has to fall into place, and it started with Coach Gaines back in January, laying the foundation of we're going to get up and work early in the morning when it was cold. The field was frozen, the turf was frozen, but 6 a.m. workouts in January and February. Yeah. Can you imagine?
I mean, he knew that every building block was leading up to this moment, you know, coming on 11 months ago today. He knew what he was looking for, and they prepared like they were going to be here, and that preparation has led them to this night.
And seeing everybody here, we were able to take in the moment of the Devil's Walk, being down and going in on the field, being there during the sideline and seeing the players. The players are just soaking it in. I don't see they're being uptight, Brett. They look very loose. Coach Gaines looks very loose, talking to some of the coaches. It's just it's that 1-0 mentality, which they've had all season long, and it has paid off.
As a high school player playing the sport of football, this is the highest level that you can achieve. Sometimes you see people get to this level and the lights are a little too bright, their eyes get a little too big. But I'll tell you what, if you're listening to us right now, you need to hear that these Blue Devils are not scared of this moment. They're relishing the moment, and they are chomping at the bit to play this football game right now. They knew that they prepared for this, they put the work in, and now that they're here, they're ready to do one thing, and that's play their very best game of their lives and win this Blue Map.
A lot is going to go on tonight, a little bit different from us. Obviously, not doing a live broadcast, but we're doing audio only, so there are no commercials. We will have a break where music will be played while we can take a break and do some stuff. But it's different for me and Brett tonight and Willie. Like I said, Willie is currently on the sidelines. He may be on his way up here, but he will be joining us in the booth and give his commentary as well. Due to some broadcasting rights where we're going to try to have Willie on the sideline as usual. But, man, this thing is is restricted. They've got some tough rules you got to follow. And, you know, we have a pass to get up and around. We're considered media, but we were able to get on the field. It's kind of a lockdown down there. But little things are different for the Moody coaching staff. They have their huddle box and their drones. Well, they can't use drones here because right near the airport, and so they shot that down. Didn't shoot the drones down, but couldn't allow the drones to be flown tonight due to the air traffic controllers would not allow that to happen. So they're borrowing our 411 network cameras to use to film, and I'm not sure exactly where they are set up. I'm sure they're on this side somewhere, but they'll have the huddle box tied in, and that's been a big plus for the Blue Devils. And a lot of teams, Brett, have used those this year, and it has to be an advantage if you have it and another team does it. I feel like you have an advantage over that team.
Yeah, and that's certainly true. I mean, you cannot overstate the benefit of being able to watch live film and see exactly what's going on. I remember being a player, and the coaches, you coming off the sideline, they're saying, what are they doing out there? What are their splits? How are they lining up? What's their movement? But as a player, you can only catch so much in the moment. So being able to pin down exactly what's going on certainly gives you a massive advantage, especially against such a tough team like this Montgomery Catholic Knights team that we're going to face. And we've talked about this all season, and you mentioned it earlier, a 28-game winning streak. The seniors that are on this team that have played for this team for 4 years, their collective record is 54-2. Their freshman year, they made it to the semifinals in 3A. Their sophomore year, they made it to the semifinals in 4A. Their junior year, a year ago, they won the 4A state championship, and here they are making another state finals appearance. This is a tough team. They know how to get into the championship, and they know how to win the championship. So every advantage that Moody can possibly get, we're going for it.
And early on in the year, Coach Gaines likes to dig deep into something to attach the team to, a motto, a saying. Well, he dug into the Roman Empire, and he talked about this is the 47th year of Moody football, 47 season, and he dug into it about the Roman Empire in 47 and the Roman numeral 47, and he just got deep hearing him talk about it. And if you want to know more about that, there is on a podcast with Gary, I think it's Gary Lloyd, had an interview with Jake and before the season started, and talked about the battles they had, each and every what they had to do to conquer, overcome adversity, and he tied that in to the football season. And you sit there and you look at him and you think, well, one of the things he did, everybody thought he was crazy when he made that schedule.
Yeah.
Playing Gainesville, Georgia. I don't even know how far they got in the playoffs, Brett. Do you know how far they got? Are they still playing, or is their season over?
Their season's over. They took one on the chin in the playoffs and sent home. I'm not exactly sure which round they made it to, but playing in a super, super tough division there.
And then we play Oxford. Really, Oxford got put out last week against Parker. Parker will be playing tomorrow night in the finals here at 6A at Protective Stadium. But Moody hung in there with Oxford, really had that game, leading that game late, a big 4th and 23 that they were able to convert and get a first down and kept that drive alive and eventually scored and went on to win that football game. But then Moody settled down, and from that they went on a win streak that's unbelievable. Beat Helena. To me, Brent, we talked about this. They were able to winning that ball game. Yeah. To me, just jump-started them to say, we can beat anybody now.
You're exactly right. And you heard us talking early in that game. you can go back and listen to that broadcast. Both you and I recognized something different right there in the second quarter. And we knew if this team could continue playing like this all season, we can win a state championship. They turned the corner. That's the game Charlie really turned it on. He was playing like a great quarterback all season. Something clicked that game for Charlie, and something clicked that game for our defense. And they just started going crazy and have led us to this moment right here playing against Montgomery Catholic with a lot of great players on their team.
Again, Moody has brought a great crowd. Comparing to Montgomery Catholic's crowd and our crowd, we win.
For sure.
There's a lot of Moody people, and they're still coming in.
Yep.
You can see them in the concourse area up there. But beautiful stadium, Brad. It's my first time here at I want to call it Protective Life, but I know it's Protective Stadium. I think I said that during the coaching show. But Protective Stadium here in Birmingham, uptown area. They're building a new amphitheater just not too far from us. It's going to be available, I think, next year, which is going to be pretty nice. Great area down here in Birmingham. Birmingham's a beautiful city at night. A lot of history here, obviously. But, again, hats off to the Alabama High School Athletic Association who have picked this place for tonight's game. I believe we're about to get into the national anthem. So a little audio different from us. We can barely hear the PA guy out there, so we may be talking during the national anthem, but we're going to I believe we're going to pause for a minute and see if we can get this national anthem on the audio. We're having a hard time with the audio here in the national anthem, so producer said let's just get back at it. So we're back at it here. But, again, it's a beautiful night of football, Brad. And, again, the road, thinking back from that August day when we started the season, and now here we are in December and it's cold, and we're playing for a championship.
Yep, and just to set the picture, we're up here in this beautiful booth. I mean, just an amazing setup. They've been very hospitable to us.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the field.
Looks like we got the audio going on.
Yep.
Of the Moody High School administrators. Superintendent Justin Burns. Principal Chris Walters. Athletic Director Rusty St. John. Please give them a great round of applause.
Announce the leadership. Justin Burns, our superintendent, our athletic director, and, of course, Dr. Walters, our principal at Moody High School, St. Clair County School System. Now they'll recognize, I believe, Montgomery Catholics.
From Moody High School for the 2024 season. Number 0, Caleb Goff.
On Alabama Public Television,
Number 3,
you're seeing our team come out on being announced.
Jake Brooks. Number 4, Gravis Gabe Jr. Number 8, Braden Wright. Number 8, Bailey Abercrombie. Number 10, Charlie Johnston. Number 11, Simon Millay. Number 13, Bradley Blaise. Number 14, Isaiah Hatch. Number 21, Caleb O'Neill. Number 23, Sydney Walton. Number 27, Brody McCutcheon. Number 37, Caleb Goree. Number 51, Brennan King. Number 53, Jackson Randall. Number 58, Jackson Huckabee. Number 72, Caden Smith. Number 74, Braden Bankston. Number 90, Eli Walker. Number 99, Davian Smith.
Blue Devils being announced here at Protective Stadium for tonight's matchup against Montgomery Catholic, and I believe they'll be announcing Montgomery Catholic here shortly. But again,
Now it's time to meet the administrators
just a lot
of
of
the Montgomery Catholic Preparatory School.
as we tried to get this audio worked out here. Again, our great producer, engineer Eric Parsons, just is working to make it to be 100% perfect. But again, it's new audio, and I know we got a new app out there we put out on social media that you could try, but you're listening on Facebook and YouTube. Again, you can watch this game live on Alabama Public Television, but we hope some of the Moody fans are in the stands listening to me and Brett tonight on the 411 Network. Again, we cannot thank all our sponsors for this year, commercials who bought ads for our commercials. We really do appreciate that, and again, we hope that you'll be available next year. Hope we'll grow our commercials. A lot of interest, obviously, after this year's because you had the playoffs. And, the pricing, Brett, I don't know how much you get involved with the advertising package, but it's pretty reasonable for the 411 Network, and it's a great way to advertise your business. So any local business in the Moody area, outside the Moody area, our friends over in Leeds and Trussville and Odenville, Springville area, Clay Chalkville area, there's a lot of opportunity for some advertising that could advertise your business, and believe me, you get a lot of return on investment once you put it on the 411 Network.
That's absolutely right. Setting the scene, that they're announcing the Montgomery Catholic seniors right now, and we can see the Moody Blue Devils down on the field over to our right as they're announcing it, and again, just an absolute awesome crowd traveled from Moody, Alabama here, just really filling up a big chunk of this stadium. And this is a pretty big college stadium. Over to the right, we can see the lights under the interstate here in Birmingham, and we're right above, the sign that says home of the Blazers. And it's just a very special moment. You can tell these seniors and these players, this entire team is really leaning into it, playing against this tough team. Again, Montgomery Catholic 13-0 right now, defending 4A state champs. And it's going to be a very fun game tonight.
Just got a text from my brother. My oldest brother Hugh is listening to us here. He's at the game. He's sitting in the stands listening to us on YouTube. So we appreciate. At least we know we got one fan listening to me and you.
My dad and brother also in the stands right now. They're here listening to us as well.
Awesome. Well, yesterday was early signing period, National Signing Day, and a couple of Moody Blue Devils
sure did
put their name on the dotted line. But the biggest surprise was Bailey Abercrombie, who had an offer, I think, last week from Louisville.
Yeah.
The Cardinals offered him, and, he committed and signed yesterday. So he will be a Louisville Cardinal, and Louisville's defense just got a little bit better, Brett.
They sure did, and he wasted no time there. Got that offer and signed to a great school, and he is a great player. I've had a buddy close that watches every game that keeps saying, where are his offers at? Is this what he's been waiting on? What's going on? And if you've ever seen him play, you know exactly why. And really, these last couple of games in the playoffs, there's been a few drives where he's just taken over.
Yeah.
He's just decided he's going to dominate. And congratulations to that young man. As you mentioned, Sidney Walton as well made his official sign with Tennessee. So congratulations to Sidney as well.
And Charlie Johnston signed with Georgia Southern. Both those guys are early enrollees. So after this game, Sidney told me that he would be heading to he's graduating. So he will be he's after this is his last game, obviously, with the Blue Devils. He's through with all his academics. He will be moving up to Knoxville to he'll be starting their next quarter. I guess that'll be in mid-January when they start. But he said he was going to be heading up to Tennessee next week. So Sidney Walton, a great kid, watched him, become a basketball. He was a basketball player.
Yeah.
Coach Gaines, of course, started his coaching career here, head coaching career here, and found him and convinced him you need to be playing football, and it paid off. And now he's going to play SEC with the Tennessee Volunteers. And Charlie Johnston also is going to be an early enrollee. He'll be heading there sometime in the next couple of weeks. And again, congratulations to those three for signing yesterday, and I believe we may have some more later in February or later in the year. A lot of offers still coming into some of these players, and Cam Mallory getting that Stanford offer. I think that was the very first time a Moody player has had an offer from Stanford Cardinal, which is just phenomenal. And Cam Mallory is a phenomenal player.
Yes. Again, just another part of that anchored defensive line. We've talked about it all season long, but you can just keep naming kids that are incredible football players. And goodness gracious, are we going to need them tonight against a Montgomery Catholic football team that runs the ball 68% of the time?
They on their Jumbotron, they're doing a Moody video and a Montgomery Catholic video. Pretty interesting here what they're showing, the little hot video, I guess, of both teams. Moody will be the visitor. They'll be obviously in their white jerseys, and Montgomery Catholic will be the home team.
Yeah, Moody wearing my favorite combination, the gold pants with the white jerseys. Montgomery Catholic in all black. I believe they've got blue helmets, or at least black with blue accents on there. Montgomery Catholic with a ton of seniors. You notice it took them forever to get through that list.
Yeah.
And this is a team that's very experienced, that's been here before, and these Blue Devils are chomping at the bit to get this game started.
And we're obviously about 6 minutes from kickoff as both teams are out of the tunnels there waiting to come out onto the field. But looking at the back of this year, Brad, it was, again, a remarkable year. It's hard that it's coming to an end because, for the last 14 weeks, we've been every Friday night, we've been doing football, and, there's a lot of prep work that goes into each game. And and I know, and Willie knows, and Eric knows, and Ashley knows how much prep work you got to do. You got to get the rosters. You got to try to get starting lineups. You have to watch a little film and kind of study your opponent to get some kind of game information for them. And you go up to Moody and watch the practice, trying to get some information from the coaches. And, again, we want to thank Coach Gaines, especially for the coaches show, working with us who have full-time jobs. Sometimes we have to travel, and sometimes we do it on Sunday. But here come the Moody Blue Devils out on the field. And with that, we'll go to Brett for his Stag Steps to Victory.
Man, the Stag Steps to Victory for one more time this season. Step number one, it's time for a roadblock. Defensively, we have to shut down the run game. They run the ball 68% of the time. The big boys in the box need to eat early and force them to go one-dimensional in the second half. Once they start slinging it, we got to shut down those chunk plays. Step two, dominate the trenches. Offensively, we have to win at the line of scrimmage if we want to win this football game. Give Charlie some time to pick apart this great secondary and open up some lanes for the beast and the bust to pound the ball and wear down the defense as the game goes on. Step number 3, we got to win the turnover battle. Games at this level are often decided by the turnover category. We got to play smart and hold on to the football. End every single drive with a kick, either kicking it away, punting it, or a field goal or an extra point. And defensively, we got to force turnovers and take advantage of the field position game. Keep the momentum on our side. Bottom line, everyone's got a plan until they get hit in the mouth. It's time to strap up, ball out, and make history in Protective Stadium tonight.
As captains for Moody, you're going to be on the field. It looks like number 4, Bravis Cave Jr., number 0, which is Caleb Goff, 10, Charlie Johnston, and number 23, Sidney Walton. They're escorted by some teachers. I see Miss Wiley down there. I cannot tell who else. Brett, you may need to help me out on some of our teachers.
Yeah, it's hard to see here.
And Montgomery Catholic there is 55, 50, and 21. They're announcing them over the loudspeaker there. So number 50 is Garrett Sanford for Montgomery Catholic. Number 55 is Aaron Taylor. He is a 6-foot offensive lineman. And then number 21 for the Knights is Ricky Williams. He's a 5'9" defensive back, a senior, 170-pound defensive back. So we're down to the coin toss, and let's see who wins it.
Also assisting in tonight's coin toss and representing the Quarterbacking Children Health Foundation is a special guest, Alex Payne from Quarter Middle School. Alex and his family represent the many families who directly benefit from the work of the Quarterbacking Children's Health Foundation. Please join us for a warm Super 7 welcome for Alex and his family.
All right, guys, congratulations on being in this game. Got a coin, we're going to call this side heads, this side will be tails. You're the visiting team, call it right now. Tails? Do we all agree he called tails? If I drop it, I'll pick it up and try again. It is tails. You won the toss. You want to defer. Is that correct? Sorry?
So Moody has won the toss and deferred to the second half, so we'll see that death row defense, Brett Staggs,
Man, that's
early.
Great defense. And interesting, last week we won the toss and we decided we wanted the football. This time we decided we wanted to defer, and really excited to see that defense. We talk about this every single game, but let's talk about it one more time. The first series of the game sets the tone.
It does.
And these guys on defense, this death row defense, one of the best defenses in 5A football, if you take out those monsters that we played earlier in the year, would be ranked among the top 3, is ready to come out and ball out and show them why they're called the death row defense.
You know, I talked to somebody the other day earlier in the week about our defense. I said, if you're going to score on Moody, you better score on them in the first series.
That's
because
right.
their adjustments they make during the game has been phenomenal. They make great adjustments, but Moody has stopped a lot of people on the first series, and that's what they're going to have to do tonight. Like you said, set the tone with this defense. Defense wins championships, and right now they're in the championship game because of our defense.
That's absolutely right. And you mentioned it just a week ago. Leeds' most successful drive was their first drive of the game. Almost punched it in, and those guys bend, but they did not break. And we'll get to see what these Blue Devils have against a great player, led out by a freshman quarterback, Kingston Pryor, I believe. That's how you pronounce his last name.
I think it's Prayer.
Prayer. He's a quarterback number 1. Like I said, he's a freshman with 1,000, almost 1,700 yards passing coming into this game with 19 TDs. And here's a good stat line for him: only 2 interceptions through 13 games. He's a smart young player. Also, Joshua Harriel and Giovanni Hayner leading out as running backs, and we'll get into those stats a little bit later as the lights are flashing here in Protective Stadium, and we're getting ready to kick it off.
As always, our lefty from 411, Cal Overton, has it teed up. Somebody was talking about the field difference from high school to college, and I looked it up, and there's really no difference from the length of the width. The only difference is the hash marks. One is 53, the other was 40. So I believe it's I don't know if this is correct for college or they moved it in for high school. But Cal has it teed up, and we're about ready to kick this thing off. Deep kick from Cal.
Fair caught.
And caught, so the Knights will be set up here on about the 27. Let's see where they put it, about the 28-yard line. So our defense will think what we've been talking, have been hearing, they're going to come out in a 5-3 tonight because they like to run the ball, as you said. So number one is their quarterback, Kingston Prayer. I believe he is a freshman.
Yep.
6'2", 190 freshman for the Knights. They're showing twins down here at the bottom, a single receiver at the top at the slot. They send the man in motion. He takes the snap, hands it off up the middle. He breaks through, and he breaks through. Big gainer by number 11 off that left side. Giovanni Hayner with a big first down for the Knights.
Yep, they're hustling back to the line of scrimmage. Handed off, like you said, to Giovanni Hayner, who comes in successfully. He's a senior, number 11, almost 1,000 yards rushing, averages 85 yards per game.
Play result, first down, Montgomery Catholic.
Prayer takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He's got plenty of time. He's going deep down that sideline. He has a man wide open, and it's caught complete. And I think he's in. Yep, touchdown, Knights. 2 plays, and they strike first. Wow, Brett Staggs.
Yeah, and the Blue Devil defense has not encountered that. That's B.J. Bedgood, number 6, the receiver who went on a fade route and was delivered a great ball from Prayer. Multiple SEC offers to that young man, including Auburn. They're going to be tossing it to him all night. So 2 plays and 6 points for your Montgomery Catholic Knights.
An offensive line for the Knights is very, very good, and they gave him good protection.
Sure did. Led out by Daniel Burns, who's a junior offered by Kentucky. SEC offers for that young man as well.
Waiting for the extra point from the Knights. Snap, place, the kick is up, and it looks good from here, and it is with 11 minutes and 33 seconds to go in the first quarter. Montgomery Catholic strikes first. They lead 7-0.
Like I've said every week in the Stag Steps, everybody's got a plan until you get hit in the mouth. And right now, as a Blue Devil, you have to stand up. And we mentioned that the first drive can certainly set the tone for the game. But we got to see this offense come out like some firemen right here, pick up some first downs, have a successful drive, and don't let this momentum get out of hand here early. And you mentioned it. The adjustments they'll make in the second drive are always huge, and they'll do an awesome job here.
So 2 plays, 72 yards for the Knights. They score first. Man, it's just didn't expect that, but, it's a big game. And we talked about it earlier. Moody has, of course, never been here before. Montgomery Catholic has, so the advantage goes to the Knights. But I'm sure Coach Gaines just told them, hey, enjoy the moment. Get all them nervousness out, settle down. So the first time in a long time your Blue Devils are trailing. Good kickoff. Looks like it's coming to Josiah Dozier. He's at the 15. He breaks a tackle, and he's going to be brought down at he's still up running, so he's going to be brought down to about the 21-yard line for the Blue Devils.
We'll come out and face this really good Montgomery Catholic defense. Only allowed 78 points the entire year. Again, defense leading them in a 28-game win streak.
So Bravis Cave Jr. gets to start at running back. Charlie Johnston is your quarterback. Sends a man in motion. Josiah Dozier's in motion. Charlie takes the snap. Hands off to Bravis Cave Jr. Bravis Cave Jr. off that right side picks up about 1-2 yards. So a good push from that offensive line. So it'll be 2nd and 8 for your Blue Devils. Maybe he made 3 yards looking from over here. Let's give him 3, so 2nd and 7.
Montgomery Catholic lining up with 5 down defensive linemen, 2 linebackers backing them up.
So they gave him 2 yards, so we'll be 2nd and 8. Josiah Dozier goes in motion. Bravis Cave Jr. off that right side again, and he is met. He picked up maybe 2 more yards. waiting for the spot. It's going to be a big third down for the Blue Devils, third and about 5.
Harrison Rogers on the tackle for Montgomery Catholic.
So it will be 3rd and 5 for your Blue Devils. Big third down here, Brett.
It is, and third down's money down. It sets the tone. We cannot afford to really go 3 and out right here. And here we'll go to the
Charlie
air.
looks to throw. Throws the pass. It's complete to Joe. I believe that's Josiah Dozier over there. Picks up a big first down for the Blue Devils. That's another Arborist first down, but can't see it on the screen. But we want to thank the Arborist for being a proud supporter of Moody Blue Devil football.
Good to see Charlie get it up and out early. That play typically goes to Braden Wright, goes to Josiah on that. This defense led out by number 3, Miles Catree, with 1,000,000 tackles, 109 tackles on the season. He's a junior.
So it looks like we have Bravis Cave Jr. and LeCameron Meadows in the backfield. Elijah Rutledge. LeCameron Meadows up the middle. LeCameron Meadows. The ball went out.
Montgomery Catholic is saying they have it. They're pointing in their direction as there was definitely a fumble on the play.
That's very unusual. It looks like Moody may have their – Moody's pointing.
Moody's pointing in our direction. Waiting for the zebra.
We're up here looking on the monitor. I believe Moody may have it. I can't tell.
The white hat is getting in. They're still battling over it, and they're going to keep it going Moody's way. No. They gave it to Montgomery Catholic.
They did? No. No, they gave it to
Moody.
Moody.
Hard to see, thank goodness.
Yeah, they gave it to Moody. I believe that was LeCameron, and that's very unusual of him. I know that's his he fumbled against Ramsey but was able to recover it. So I'm sure the running back coach will talk to him about that. So he picked up about 3 yards. So 2nd and 7. Josiah Dozier goes in motion. Charlie takes the snap. Looks like Bravis Cave off that right side, pushes that pile, and he's running into a wall over there. He may have got 1 yard. So it's going to be a third and a long 6.
Yep. Another big third down for your Blue Devils. You can pretty much imagine that CJ is going to let it fly right here. 1 for 1 so far in this game.
Charlie looks over the defense, sends LeCameron Meadows in motion. Charlie looks back over to the coaching staff to get his play. Charlie's changing his play. 7 seconds on the play clock. Charlie takes the snap. He's looking. He's got room. He's got to get rid of it, and Charlie's going to run. Charlie is not going to get the first down. He's going to be short. He's going to be short by about 2 yards, so it's going to be an interesting call here from Coach Gaines and his staff if he's going to go for it. Will he put in that heavy package, Brett?
Yep, looks like he's keeping the Blue Devils right now, potentially to try to draw them off sides and then maybe lean into a Blue Devil punt. He may be trying to get him right here.
Nope. I thought he got him, but he did not break the plane or break the line of scrimmage. So now that may be into where Coach Gaines takes a timeout or he may take a penalty.
Yep, he doesn't want to lose his timeout this early.
Nope, Charlie's going to take it.
He's
And that defense is just too fast, and looks like LeCameron Meadows' helmet comes off. So a big defensive stand from the Knights there.
Montgomery Catholic obviously ecstatic as they come off the field, and they'll start their drive on about the 44-yard line heading into the end zone here. Time for these Blue Devils defense to stand up. This will be their third play defensively. See if we can make some adjustments after that first drive.
And joining us up in the booth is the big man, Willie Strickland. He's putting on his headset, help us give some commentary here. So Montgomery Catholic in Blue Devil territory. Do a little shifting there, a little hard count. He takes the snap, hands off, and what a hole off that left side. They have seen something on film, Brett and Willie, that, man, they are just pushing our defensive line tonight.
Yeah, they've got a sniffer back that they love to run off of, and that's Wilson Hodges. He's a Middle Tennessee commit. I believe he's like 6'5", 225, and they love to run off of his hip right there.
He picked up about 8 yards, so 2nd and 2 for the Knights. Takes the snap, and he's got a lot of room over there. And he's going to pick up that first down for the Knights, a little swing pass. He will get that first down. So a new set of downs for the Knights. Really right now our defense seems to be, Brett, I don't know, and Willie, it looks like they just, I'm not going to say confused. It's just like they're just, Montgomery's just coming up there and whooping us on the line.
Yep, they're on their heels right now, and they need to start playing on their front foot instead of their back foot. And they're just getting punched in the mouth. They need to recover and throw back some punches.
Little toss out there, and he's running, and there's that defense.
Big play.
Looks like that was number 3 for the Blue Devils. I think that is DJ Brooks.
That's right.
Made the initial tackle, slowed him down, and that play maybe failed to gain.
It very well could be some nerves for our guys. And this may be the quarter for them to get that out, and they'll settle in, I believe, as the game goes on.
So 2nd and 10 for the Knights. They're showing trips at the top of the screen. Hands off number 7. There's that defensive line right there.
Like
Oh, he's still up and running.
That was number 7, Joshua Harriel on the right. He's a sophomore, over 1,000-yard rush in the season. He's their main go-to in the run game, averages 93 yards per game.
Moody makes some substitutions, so it's going to be a big third and I won't say 3rd and 10, guys. I don't believe it may be 3rd and a long 9, but I'm going to call it 3rd and 10.
It looks like 10.
And Barack Willis right here, the pass rush specialist, the Alabama commit, comes in with 17 sacks and is going to be looking to add to his total right here.
Got to get a big stop for the Blue Devils. Takes the snap. He looks. He's got time. He's trying to go. They're all covered up. It looks like he's just going to throw it away.
Defense. And right there, you guys can't see it. Jagger Ludoff, 22, was playing the quarterback spy because they know how dangerous his quarterback is in the run game. And the quarterback tried to step up and thought about rushing, and he got a good look at 22. He thought better of it and threw the football away. And that play right there changed the complexion of this game. If Montgomery Catholic came out and punched it in again, it was going to be going downhill fast. These Blue Devil defense stood up.
So a punting situation for Montgomery Catholic. No rush. Good kick. Not sure where they're going to mark that. Man, they're going to mark that. He's still coming this way. Keep on coming. Come on. Looks like on the 9-yard line. So a decent punt from Montgomery Catholic. So it looks like they're going to take a TV timeout as well. We'll take a quick break as well. You're listening to Moody Blue Devil Football on the 411 Network. Welcome back into the 411 Network. We are live here at Protective Stadium in Birmingham, Alabama, where your Moody Blue Devils are set up 1st and 10 from their own 9-yard line. A good defensive stand for the Devils.
It was a 3-and-out right there, and that was a very important 3-and-out to keep the morale up for the Blue Devils.
We're showing trips at the top of the field. Charlie looking over, takes the ball, hands off. That's Cameron Meadows off that right side. He's still up. Cameron Meadows still pushing the pile. I think they blow him down, blow the play dead. So he's going to pick up maybe 1 yard.
Montgomery Catholic came out with only 3 down defensive linemen, but they keep those linebackers on their front foot trying to fill those gaps, and they've done so far.
So I believe he picked up 2 yards. We got 4 minutes and 57 seconds to go in this first quarter. So 2nd and 8 for the Blue Devils as they trail 7-0. Charlie Johnson takes a snap, fires it over there. Pass is complete. Oh, what a play. They read that,
Wow.
and that could have been a disaster.
Yeah, there's a little screen pass over to the right side, covered up by a blocker, and they have been reading. They've been watching some film. They know that we like to go to that one right here. That's going to bring up a long 3rd down for your Blue Devils.
So 3rd and 10 for Moody as Fisher Brenniger goes off the field. So that's that Husky package they're putting in there. So 3rd and 10 for the Blue Devils as Charlie gets his play from the sideline. Looks like Montgomery showing blitz. The Cameron Meadows, I believe, goes in motion. That's Bravis Cave off the left side, and he's not getting much room.
Yep.
This defense is tough.
They are tough. Definitely one of the toughest defenses that we've played since potentially Oxford, who had that great defensive line as well. So this Moody offense is going to need to settle in and make some adjustments.
That play gained 1 yard for Moody, so a 4th down. Caleb Goff and the punt. We need Caleb to really boom one here.
Yep. Punt from his own end zone.
Got to be careful.
Yes, he's punting into the wind.
Good high kick.
Oh, man, that almost bounced off that.
Good roll for Moody.
That's what we needed right there.
So Montgomery Catholic will set up at their own 45-yard line.
And that's how a punter like Caleb Goff can flip the field right there and really give your defense a shot. 2 very different tales of 2 different offensive drives for Montgomery Catholic. The first drive they come out, 2 plays and 6 points. The next drive is 3 and out, really nothing going. So let's see what the Blue Devils have dialed up for this one.
The quarterback for the Knights is number 1, Kingston Prayer. He's a freshman. They do a lot of motion movement. There's a little jet sweep around there, and they've got him cornered, but good play, run down over there.
Play.
Is that Caleb Goff, I believe, on the tackle?
Yep.
Or is that Marshall Teofilo? I believe that may be Marshall Teofilo. Yep, that was Marshall Teofilo.
Yeah, we're a bit further away from the field than we typically are.
But he picked up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5 for the Knights.
And that was number 4, J.J. Williams, listed as an athlete. He plays all over the field for Catholic.
Prayer waits on the snap. Does a hard count, he takes it. He's looking to throw. He's being flushed out. He's going to be – what a hit. Great hit. I believe that was Caleb Goff.
Caleb.
Yep, Caleb Goff on the tackle.
Marshall slowed him down, and Caleb came in and was on cleanup duty. He's going to lose a couple yards on that one.
Looks like he's going to lose about 3. So it's going to be another big 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 9 for the Knights.
Man, the Blue Devils have had a great game plan for keeping that scramble from happening. And Kingston Prayer, he's a quick quarterback, and he knows how to get up the field.
So let's call it 3rd and about 8 for the Knights. Prayer waits on the snap. He takes it. He's looking to throw. Little screen, and he's got wide open field. We got sucked in on that. Great tackle, open field tackle over there by Caleb Goff again, but he's going to pick up a new set of downs for the Knights.
Just picked up enough to move the chains right there, and that was, again, a little swing pass. And Coach Campbell told me, just like every week, we've really got to watch the screens. These guys have some fast athletes. They love to get the ball in their hands and just let them run.
So 1st and 10, Montgomery Catholic on the Moody 45-yard line. Takes the great play, great play. The ball's on the ground. The ball's on the ground.
And Moody's saying that we have it. There he was right there, the new Louisville commit, Bailey Abercrombie.
Yep, I believe Moody's got the ball.
No, it looks like Montgomery Catholic came up with it.
Oh, they did.
But a huge play by the newly committed Louisville player, Bailey Abercrombie. Here's a replay as we're watching. Oh, my goodness. Bailey almost
He
beat
just
the
blew
ball.
up.
Oh, man.
And that's exactly what you want is you're that defensive lineman. You want to follow that pulling guard, and he followed him right to the play. So that brings up second and about, 14?
About 14, yes. Oh, they say second and 15. So Prayer waits on the snap. He's looking to throw. He's being pressured by Henry Smith. Henry just meets him. He throws it over the middle, wide open, tight end. And he's got a lot of running room.
Again, that's Wilson Hodges right there, the Middle Tennessee commit. Picks up a first down for Montgomery Catholic.
Henry Smith had a shot at him and just could not get Prayer down, so he completes the pass, and a new set of downs for Montgomery Catholic right at looks like the 30-yard line of Moody, and they're on the move. Takes the snap, hands up off the middle, and there's Cam Mallory. There's that big defense. Looks like somebody's helmet comes off.
Painter, that's number 11, the big running back for Montgomery Catholic. His helmet will come off. Not so successful on that one.
That play failed to gain, so it's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Knights.
30 seconds remain in the quarter.
Could be the last play of the first quarter. Prayer takes it, looking. He's being pushed in. Throws it deep. He's got a man down the sideline, and it's almost intercepted.
Man, just a great defensive play right there is Marshall Teofilo. They really tried to get a mismatch. Again, that was number 6. That is their stud, B.J. Bedgood, multiple SEC offers. He went up for that. But Marshall Teofilo, the linebacker, comes out of the linebacker in perfect coverage, leaving them 3rd and 10.
So the referee looks like he threw his hat down because the player was pushed out of bounds and came back in. So pass was uncatchable. So it will be a 3rd and 10 now for the Knights. Another big play here for the Moody defense.
It is. Again, we've asked so much of them all season, and we're going to ask plenty of them tonight. Timeout. Smartly taken.
Yep.
12 seconds to go in the first quarter. Guys, it looks like, this is obviously a great team in Montgomery Catholic with a 28-game winning streak, and they're punching us in the mouth here, but we're punching back right now.
Yeah, it's certainly correct, and obviously we know that the defense really dropped the ball in the first drive there. But that second drive, they stood up and get a 3rd and out. This drive, they're kind of behind the 8 ball. We're losing the field position battle. Yeah. And that's what happened in drive number 1. We got behind on field position. And so we need to see the Blue Devils get a stop right here on 3rd down and then get at least 3 first downs. We don't have to score yet. It's a really good football team. We keep it close. We've always been a better team in the second half. But we do need to give this defense a break and flip the field a little bit and give them a little breathing room so they're not starting at the 50-yard line each time.
Montgomery Catholic has already 109 yards total offense compared to Moody's 24. So we got to give like you said, our defense a rest. We got to get a good long offensive drive if we can get a big stop here.
And here comes the defense again, pass rushing specialist. Now, he does everything, but goodness gracious, can he sack a quarterback? There's Barack Willis again. 17 sacks coming into this game. Let's see if he can get there to him again.
They're showing trips at the top of the field. Prayer takes a snap. He hands it off, and he broke through. He got an open field, and he's going to score.
Man, and the Blue Devils had him hemmed up, but he just emerged from the line of scrimmage, took it all the way into the end zone, and Montgomery Catholic is going to get another 6 points.
Just like that, Moody is down right now 13-0. The first time this has happened in a long, long time. Big run there. Looks like I can't say, is that number 8 for them? I couldn't tell. Waiting on for that all-important extra point from Montgomery Catholic.
Looks like they're looking for the football right now.
Just took it out there. I think they're going for 2. 2 seconds to go in the quarter. Not sure if somebody took a timeout or what. Referee is looking back over to the sideline. the head referee.
He's not making any kind of call. He's like, I don't know what's going on. They're telling him to blow the play in. So they've blown the play in.
Wait a minute. He didn't score. They marked him down on the 1 yard line, guys.
What in the world?
Yeah.
Oh.
They marked him down on the 1 yard line.
They run the clock, and that's the end of the quarter.
Yep. So his knee must have hit.
He did dive. You're right. I don't know. It looked like he got in there to me. I'm just going to be honest with you. He did dive.
Now, they can challenge the play. They do have replay in these games. So each team, I don't know how many they have, but you can throw a red flag like the NFL does, and they can replay. I believe that's how they do the replay on it. And they can look at it, and our updated stats here shows that they scored, but the scoreboard is not showing it. So it's going to be first and goal for the Knights. Looking at the replay here, our producer engineer said that he was down. But, man, they have just hit us in the mouth, Willie. It's going to be a 15-round fight,
Yes,
and right
is.
now in this first round, Montgomery Catholic is getting the best of Moody.
Well, to me, it seems like we've got to dealing with the nerves at the beginning. Defense looks like they're settling down. They've still made a couple of big plays there, but looks like we're settling down. So you're right. You and Brett both. We get the ball back. We need to put together a good long drive, get a defensive break, and forget a long drive. We need to put it in the end zone.
Yeah.
We need to put it in the end zone.
We need to answer pretty quick.
We need to answer pretty quick.
But you need to keep your calm over there again. You can't say that Montgomery Catholic's been here before. Well, they have, and they have an advantage. But you know what? You're almost at the end. You're already in the 1 quarter in.
Yeah.
Those nerves need to be gone.
Well, think about this. We have not had a game this year where we've had to come from behind, 2 or more scores down. At some point in time, it was going to happen.
I believe the first of the year against Gainesville, though. I know we went to half, I believe, down 7-0 or 3-0. And they, of course, came back and obviously beat us. But in a long time, Moody's defense hasn't seen an offense of this caliber.
Right.
Ramsey had a good offense.
They did. Yeah, you're right. Not since Gainesville and Oxford. So.
Yeah, and it's probably been since Oxford that we've seen a wide receiver of this caliber again. Their stud, B.J. Bedgood, offers at multiple SEC schools, including Auburn, and then Kingston Prayer. That quarterback he really knows how to sling it. Dual threat when it comes to running. They've got 2 guys that know how to do it, and that tight end we've seen kind of cut us as well. That middle Tennessee commit. So they're stacked. But again, these Blue Devils have been backed up on the goal line before. So let's see what they've got right here for the Knights.
And Montgomery's not doing anything fancy. They're just running right at us, Brett.
You're right.
Willie.
Yep. Exactly.
We knew that identity coming in. 68% run, and here they are in a Wildcat package.
He takes a snap. Oh, I don't think he got it.
Did not get in.
That's number 3, Miles Catree. That's their linebacker, their leading tackler on defense. Similar to Caleb Goff, comes in and runs their Wildcat position. I bet we get another dose of that right here.
Oh, yeah. Play failed to gain, so 2nd and goal. Another again, there it is, and he walks right in off that left side for the touchdown.
And as the lights are flashing, Montgomery Catholic celebrates that official touchdown right there. They scored on 2nd down. It's going to bring it to 13-0 Catholic, pending this
extra point. Yep. Snap, place, kick. It's good. With 11 minutes and 34 seconds to go in the first half, Moody trails Montgomery Catholic 14-0. Wow, guys, did not expect this early in the first half.
Yeah.
No.
We've not been down like this in the first half all season, including Gainesville. We kept it going. We kept it tight, but we've got coaches that are going to keep these players ahead in the game, and you can guarantee that once we get something rolling on offense, it's going to change the complexion of this football game.
So right now Montgomery Catholic has a total of 139 yards to Moody's 24, 55 yards rushing. and on passing yards, they have 84 yards passing.
Just nothing going for your Blue Devils on offense, and they're going to have to come out and make some kind of a statement drive right here early on in this football game.
Do not believe we had a TV timeout there, so we're looking out on the field. Again, Moody brought an excellent crowd here to Protective Stadium, and I want to thank everybody for making the trip down. And we appreciate all those listening on Facebook or YouTube for 411 Network audio broadcast.
All we need to spark right here, one big play,
Yep.
turn this into a 7-14 ball game, flip the field position, and we got a different football game.
High kick. Better get on it. I believe that's Braden
Braden
Wright.
Wright.
Braden Wright looking for a little running
Yep.
room. Good return from Braden Wright. Good field position for your Blue Devils. Looks like they're going to be set up on the their own 36-yard line. Braden Wright, remarkable story this year. Broke his collarbone in the Oxford game. Had to have surgery, and within 2.5 to 3 weeks, he was back dressed, playing again. So
Yeah.
1st and 10, Moody from their own 36-yard line. Charlie Johnson looks over the defense, waits on the snap. Bradley Blaze goes in motion. He's set. Charlie takes the snap. He's looking to throw. Throws it over there. Josiah Dozier falls down. He's looking for a pass interference, but that was dangerous.
Yep.
Yep.
That's a tough play right there, wide side of the football field and out route. That ball's got to travel through the air a very long time before it finds its target. We've been able to complete it so far this year, but they've got some stud DBs.
So 2nd and 10 for your Moody Blue Devils. We got to get a drive going. Charlie takes a step and they've got some motion.
They're going to get us on a false start, I think.
Yeah, they were pointing to us. We wait for the head referee.
Yep.
Yep, false start against Moody, so they'll be penalized 5 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 15 now for your Blue Devils. I believe Montgomery Catholic's defense averaging giving up 6 points average a game, and that's a pretty stout defense in 5A.
Yeah, it sure is.
Charlie waits on the snap. Bradley Blaze in motion, set. Charlie's looking to throw again. Got to play over the middle. Pass is complete to Josiah Dozier. He's still up, Josiah Dozier.
Yes,
breaking the tackle, and he picks up that first down. That's the spark we needed there, guys.
That's exactly right, and you can see the players and the fans starting to get back into this game. We've seen some success with that play so far this season, and we're able to go to it. They're hustling back to the line of scrimmage here.
Charlie looks over the defense. Takes a snap. He fakes it to Bravis Cave. He's got plenty of room. He's got to throw it over the middle. Pass is called. Braden Wright is going to get a pass interference, but that pass is complete to Braden Wright. But that was –
yeah, player down. He was absolutely decimated before the ball got to him.
Is that Josiah?
Josiah or July?
And there's another flag coming down. So I don't know if we're getting if that was considered targeting on a defensive player. I can't tell, but we're looking –
definitely defenseless. He took a shot before the ball ever reached him, and absolutely.
They're showing the replay here. We're watching it. Oh, it's behind. So we're watching here on the.
Is that Josiah?
It's Josiah. Oh, yes, yes. And
number
number 0 taunted him, stood over him and taunted him. That may be what they're going to get him on the flag.
That's Charles Chappell, a linebacker, number 0, taunting a player who was hurt, who was defenseless, who was hit before the ball ever got to him. I hope that they flag him a couple of times because there is absolutely no place for that in a football game like this.
Sometimes that can get you an injection.
I would have liked to have seen that. Absolutely classless play.
I don't know if they'll show it up on the big Jumbotron, but we watched it on the NFHS running a little bit behind, and we were able to see it, and he did take a shot.
And he's still down.
Yeah. I don't know how – we can't see from where we are. There are a lot of people over him, so I don't know if they're going to get a stretcher.
He's up.
He's up.
Okay, there he is.
That's good to see. Josiah Dozier, what a great player. He's probably a little wobbly.
Oh, yeah.
Still
he
hurt.
may be done. Unfortunately, he may be done. But what a great athlete Josiah Dozier is, and just all-around good kid.
Man, you absolutely hate to see that. Josiah kind of hobbles off with the help of multiple coaches.
Did not hear that penalty. I don't know if it was personal foul or pass interference, but
we got the ball at the 24-yard line after everything's said and done.
And you know that's going to provide a spark to this Blue Devil offense as well. They're going to be a little ticked off after that one.
Oh, yeah.
So, they're taking Josiah over to the tent to evaluate him. Hope everything's going to be okay, but I doubt he'll be able to come back. He'll go through concussion protocol. So, But this is where another man steps up.
You're absolutely right.
Looks like Logan Johnson's in the ball game now, number 20 for the Blue Devils.
And he had his fair share of playing time when Braden Wright was hurt earlier this season, so we know that we can rely on him. Made some big catches as well.
Logan goes in motion. Goes back. Charlie takes the snap, fires it over to Logan. Logan takes the ball. He falls down.
They're going right to him to give him a little bit of confidence. The Blue Devils have seen something through the pass game that they like so far on this drive. They've had some success.
So that play may picked up 1 yard, 2nd and 9 for the Blue Devils. Logan Johnson comes out now. Ten minutes, 15 seconds to go in the first half. Your Blue Devils are trailing 14-0. You got Bravis Cave and LeCameron Meadows in the backfield. Charlie takes the snap. LeCameron Meadows looking for a little running room, and he's got that left side over there. He's got LeCameron Meadows takes a shot over there off that left side, but he picks up about 6 to 7 yards. He's going to put him in a good, manageable third down.
Yep. He took a shot. He also delivered one right there. He had to bounce it outside because, again, this defensive line is solid. They're getting good penetration, similar to what we saw from Winona in the first quarter, where they were just penetrating, and it looks like somebody's taking a timeout here.
Looks like Moody may be taking a timeout. Mm-hmm. They only gave him 5 yards. I thought he maybe looked from here. Looks like he may have made 6. We're going to call it 3rd and 5 for the Blue Devils. But this defense from Montgomery Catholic, yeah. So I don't know what happened there. So Moody's setting up. They got to watch that 25-second play clock.
It's at 15 now.
They got him. Yep. Got that 5 yards right there back, so it looks like we're going to get a first down, hopefully. So that must be a design.
Yeah.
To drag him, to go over to the sideline, look like he's calling timeout and then going up and doing a quick count. Hey, it worked. That's twice.
Oh
wow.
On a false start. Man, and we've seen that.
Wow.
Sometimes they call that and sometimes they don't.
And Coach Gaines is not happy. He is wanting an explanation from he's wanting that white hat to come over. Yeah. And he's not coming over.
No, he's not.
Looks like Coach Gaines is talking to the side judge right now.
That's brutal. Sometimes we get it, sometimes we don't.
So they're going to bring a 3rd and 10 now for the Blue Devils.
You don't need the first down here. You're likely in 4-down territory.
Charlie's looking. He's got a man. Charlie's being rushed. He's got to get rid of it. He's going to throw it up.
Oh, no. That may have been picked. It was.
I believe it is intercepted.
That was number 13, Bryce Carter, defensive back from Montgomery Catholic, as Charlie just chunked it up. He was able to come down with it.
Pass intercepted.
Looks like, Braden Wright. I thought he was going to make a play on it.
Yep.
But unfortunately he didn't. So another turnover for the Blue Devils. Just cannot find nothing on offense in this first half, guys.
Yep. And behind the glass, you can feel the momentum down on the field. And Montgomery is riding high, and the Blue Devils seem to just be deflated.
Let's see if we can make a big play on defense here.
So 1st and 10, the Knights from their own 20-yard line. 9 minutes and 1 second to go in this first half. We need to get 3 and out here. Go ahead.
They ditched that 5-down set. They've been going with 4 ever since the first drive.
Prayer takes a snap. There's that play.
Yes, sir.
We finally got some get behind that line of scrimmage, and that play's going to lose maybe a yard.
We've talked about Bailey Abercrombie just taking over some football games, and he did again right there. Just followed that pulling guard behind the line of scrimmage and made a big tackle.
Bailey Abercrombie on the tackle for Moody.
Play failed to gain. Actually loses 1 yard, so 2nd and 11.
Second down.
Prayer looks over his defense. He's a freshman for the Knights. He takes a snap. He's going – it's that long handoff, that play, and the guy just breaks tackles, and he picks up about 13, 14 yards and gets another Knight first down.
Okay. I thought I saw a flag on the field, but that was a
Giovanni
towel or
Hayner,
something
number
like that.
11.
Play gains 15 yards. Play result.
Big gainer, nothing fancy, guys. He's just running right at us.
Montgomery Catholic. Ball now spotted at the Montgomery Catholic 35-yard line.
Hayner runs off the field, replaced by number 18, Brody Hudson.
So new set it down for Montgomery. Prayer takes a snap. He looks to throw. A little screen over there. Read well by Jagger Ludoff.
Yes,
and look at
sir.
that defense.
What a beautiful read by Jagger. Get to him, and he loses a big chunk, maybe 6 or 7
7 yards, it
7
looks like from here. 7 minutes, 31 seconds to go in the first half. He looks like he lost 6 yards. 2nd and 16 for the Knights.
They're likely going to the air right here. You got to have your eyes on number 6, B.J. Bedgood. He's been their go-to wide receiver, and he is quick. He's lined up, I believe, on number 2 for us, Noah Hicks.
Noah Hicks, yep.
And he's not given much of a cushion.
Prayer takes a snap. He's looking, got room. He's being flushed out. He's about to get sacked. He throws it up, and it is out of bounds.
Noah Hicks had good coverage. He got beat on the first step and recovered really well. And thank goodness for that pressure. He was able to force a quick throw. And it's 3rd and about Winn-Dixie right here.
A big play here for the Moody Blue Devils. Barack Willis. No, actually, Desron Mobley's coming into the ball game, I believe.
No, that's Barack. He just got a little bit. Oh, Desron's also in.
Okay.
Yeah. Desron in at the edge. Too quick with only 3 men down.
And this is a run and play right up the middle. And I believe he's going to pick up the first down.
Wow.
Yep.
They called us on that. They knew we went 3 men down on the line of scrimmage, and they just took it straight up the gut.
Giovanni Hayner, ball carrier.
That's just a momentum killer there.
Yep.
Montgomery Catholic.
So he picks up about 17 yards and gives the Knight a new set of downs.
Now spotted at the Montgomery Catholic 46-yard line.
Their coaches are seeing something on our defense, guys, and they're making great adjustments.
Again, Bailey Abercrombie with a tackle along with Marshall Tiafilo in the backfield. Here's the issue. We're playing great on 1st and 2nd down, but right now we have just been losing 3rd downs on both sides of the football. We're not going to be able to win the football game if we can't make those adjustments.
On your stats, what's Hayner done for this year for the Knights?
Let me go to it. I'll show you. He's our 2nd leading rusher. I
Okay.
can tell you that off the bat.
So 2nd and 9 for the Knights. As Kingston Prayer looks over the defense, he takes the snap, hands it right up the middle. He breaks off, and another great defensive stop.
Bailey Abercrombie. No, that was
Henry
Smith.
Smith.
On the play. So Hayner has 942 rushing yards on the season. He averages 6.8 yards per carry, averages 85 yards per game, with 4 games over 100 yards and 12 total touchdowns.
Wow.
It's kind of a 1-2 punch, almost a very similar stat line to their first leading rusher, Harriel.
So here we go again, 3rd and 9, and this is where we talk about the money down. You got to get off the field.
Get off the field. We hear it on Saturdays on college football all the time.
Great defensive play.
All right.
Jagger
Ludoff. Yep.
Playing like a state champion. It looks like the punt team's going to run out on the field for Montgomery Catholic, and Blue Devils will come out and safe punt. What a huge play from Jagger there. He's been playing his heart out all season.
Yep.
And let's talk about our guys for a second. Jagger Ludolph leads the team with 191 tackles.
Unreal.
May break 200 tackles on the season after tonight.
So 4th and 8. High snap, and they're going to get a penalty. I don't know if they're going to get them for illegal formation. Great bounce.
Yeah. Oh, we'll take it.
But I believe there's a flag, so hopefully it's against the Knights.
And hopefully we can decline that and take this field position.
He's talking to the referee on the side, judge over here on the home side is talking to the Montgomery coaches, so I don't know if it's –
Blue Devils want to take it from here. Offense is lined up. Montgomery Catholic defense is running out, but the officials are holding it. And we're going to see the side judge talk to the white hat right here, get a false start.
It's either a legal formation on the night. So you decline that penalty and good field position for the Blue Devils. It's about the 40, looks like the 44-yard line or 44-yard line. Got to get something on the board.
Yeah, let's see if we can get something on the board with 4:23 left to go in the first half.
You're right. I mean, 14-0 feels like a total whooping, and honestly, watching the football game so far, it has been. But the Moody Blue Devils, the defense really stood up right there. We had some momentum on offense. If we can get in right here before halftime and make it 7-14, this is a real football game.
So they took on that penalty, and now they're asking some questions. So I'm not sure if you asking for the white hat to come over. No, he's asking for the teams to come over. So timeout, looks like a timeout on the field, TV timeout. 4 minutes and 23 seconds to go in the first half. I would like to get some points on this board because we get the ball coming out in the third quarter.
Right.
We have not been able to get anything going from the ground with only 18 rushing yards. We've had 41 passing yards. Charlie's throwing well, completing 71% of his passes so far, averaging 8 yards per completion. But if we go one-dimensional and we just start slinging it and we don't have this run game, they're going to be able to key in because they do have some great defensive backs. I mean, probably the best player on their team is a defensive back named Joe Pierce, a 3-star, previous Tulane commit, recently decommitted from them. He's a senior, seemingly wanting to take another offer. He's an absolute stud. He's got 8 interceptions on the season. Haven't heard from him so far tonight, and hopefully these Blue Devils can get their run game going. It's going to open up some of those passing lanes as well.
Defensively, I know we're down 14-0, but we've made some good adjustments. But like you said, Brett, long third downs and they just gash us right up the middle.
Yep.
Right.
They've seen something. They know how we make, and we do. We sell out on a 3rd and long. We sell out. We put our pass rushing specialists in. We put an extra defender in, and Montgomery Catholic saw that on film, and they decided, well, we're going to give it to our big back, number 11, Giovanni Hayner, and just let him take it right up. And again, that was a gashing, but the Blue Devils are able to come away from that one, get the ball with good field position. This drive right here, it feels like this with every drive so far in this football game. This drive right here can really tell you a lot about how the rest of this is going to shake out.
One thing about being up in this booth, it's kind of nice and warm.
It is. It's almost a little too warm.
Looking at a lot of our Moody fans over there, they brought their blankets and they've got their heated jackets and hand warmers, and I dressed like I was going to be outside, and it's kind of getting warm in this press box.
Yeah, I agree with you. My feet are sweating. I don't know if that's the nerves or the warmth in this room.
All right, here we go. Moody starts. Good field position for the Blue Devils. The Cameron Meadows goes in motion. I believe that's Bravis Cave. The Cameron Meadows with the ball. He breaks out and just cannot get any running room, and he takes a good shot there. Looks like he's going to lose a yard.
Yeah, he did lose a yard right there, and maybe 2 even. This Blue Devils just have not been able to get that run game going.
And that's a veteran offensive line for Moody, but they cannot get that push up front like they've done all year.
It's been probably since Oxford or Gainesville that they've seen a defensive line up to this standard.
Right.
Yeah.
Ramsey was good, but they weren't this team.
So 2nd and 12 for the Blue Devils. Bravis goes in motion. Great pass and catch from Braden Wright. But Bravis Cave Jr. was wide open over there, and there was nobody on him. I thought he was going to throw it to him because he had a lot of running room.
Yeah. He's probably the check down or maybe the 3rd read on that. Looks like they're going to run to the sideline here. Oh, they're bringing in the hammer package.
Oh, okay.
The hammer package on 3rd and about 2 yards has always come through for us, but you know that Montgomery Catholic has spent a lot of time studying film on this.
So Caleb Goff will be the signal caller. No, that's Bravis Cave. Or it's Caleb. It's Caleb. Caleb takes it, looks for a little running room off that side. There he goes. Caleb Goff still up. He's going to push that left side and get that Blue Devil first down.
Big first down.
Does not disappoint. That's grown man football. We're going to be stronger than you. And coach decides, let's keep him in there with 3 minutes and 31 seconds left to go in this half. Let's keep going with the hammer package on 1st and 10.
Let's see if we can. Don't be surprised if they throw out of this. Caleb, and there it is. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw. He's right up the middle, and Montgomery Catholic read it well. He may have gotten 1 yard.
Kind of muffed the snap right there a little bit. Took him a moment to get going, but looks like no gain on the play.
Yeah, no gain. So 2nd and 10 for the Blue Devils. So your receivers are Braden Wright and Bradley Blaze. He's split way out. Also, Elijah Rutledge. So now Charlie's back in.
Husky package in there.
Charlie takes a snap. He's looking to throw. And that pass is intercepted. And he's got a lot of running room.
There was a lot of contact right there before the catch. And
Montgomery Catholic guy took a shot, I believe, from his own player.
Yeah, that's number 9, Cam Miller. He's got an offer to Southern Miss, but he'll eventually pop up and walk out under his own power.
That's 2 interceptions on Charlie. I believe Charlie's only had 6 on the whole year.
Just threw it to Braden's back shoulder. Couldn't lead him right there, and that ball just gets tipped up in the air and lands in an unfortunate position. That was number 21, Ricky Williams, with the interception there.
So Montgomery Catholic looks like they're setting up on their own. Looks like 37-yard line, looks like. Yep, they're on 37.
And you can guarantee they're going to try to bleed every second off this clock and end with a touchdown.
Montgomery Catholic's taking a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. You're listening to Moody Blue Devil Football on the 411. Welcome back into the 411 Network. Looks like it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Knights after that interception from Charlie Johnston. Kingston Prairie takes the snap, and great defensive push there. That's that old defense we saw all year, guys.
Yeah, there they are, and made some good adjustments. And again, I've said it, you can try to run up the gut on this defensive line, but you're going to run into that almost every time. 2
minutes, 22 seconds to go in the first half. We really need to get a stop. That play lost a yard, so 2nd and 11. We need a big turnover here.
Montgomery Catholic is going to take their time. They are in the driver's seat right here, and they want to let every second tick off this clock going into the half.
Play clock's down to 7, down to 6, 5. Little reverse. Oh, what a play.
Yes,
great play.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there is Cam
Mallory. He just blew that up, and Jake takes a timeout.
Yep. I love that right there. We got it. Brings up a big 3rd down, and goodness gracious, Cam Mallory takes down number 12 by the upper body. I mean, just throws him like a rag doll.
I thought he was going to get a face mask there, guys, because it was so close. But what a great play by Cam Mallory.
Man, what a play. And again, you mentioned it, down 14-0. This Blue Devil defense says we're still death row. We're still bend but don't break. And they're coming out. This third down is going to be huge. Coach Gaines calls a timeout. He's still thinking about points before halftime. And again, the complexion of a 14-0 football game versus a 14-7 coming out of halftime is a world of difference.
Yep.
And one thing that the coaches, I heard them talking about, was their bubble screens.
Yep.
So watch, that's hurt Moody. We talked about it earlier in the year, how Oxford hurt us earlier in the year with it, and everybody tried to go to it. We adjusted well, so I'm sure Coach Campbell and his coaching staff, defensive coaching staff, has made adjustments for that. So we'll see what they're going to call here on this big third down for the Moody Blue Devils defense. It's going to be 3rd and 16 as Montgomery Catholic comes back out on the field.
Man, it feels like Montgomery Catholic has had the football a lot longer than this Blue Devil offense, but they have not. It is 12 minutes of possession for Montgomery Catholic to 10 for your Blue Devils.
They tried to draw Moody off sides.
They've got a Wildcat quarterback. No, they don't. That's still their guy.
He looks for a little run room. He don't find great plays, breaking tackles, but he loses yardage, but there's a penalty. I think they're going to get a hold on Montgomery Catholic over here.
I believe so.
Coach calls another timeout to stop the clock, and again, another huge stop for your Blue Devils pinning this penalty.
You're going to decline the penalty.
Yeah, as long as it wasn't some face mask or something odd from a Blue Devil.
It came over here on this far side, Judge, so I think it's going to be holding against Montgomery Catholic.
All right, let's see what we got.
Yep.
So you're going to have about 1:33 left in the first half. You can hear the Moody fans over there, guys. They were making a lot of noise on that last play.
And you know that we're not scared to air it out no matter what's happened so far. A little behind the 8 ball, losing Josiah Dozier, who's been so good for us all year, who is our leading receiver with over 1,000 yards receiving.
So Caleb Goff is back deep for the Blue Devils. Oh, we got it!
No,
I thought we got it.
We touched it. And that's, oh my gosh, so close.
Man.
We touched it, and we're going to get great field position on the right side of the 50-yard line. Wow, who was that? Is that number 3, DJ Brooks?
I think it's DJ Brooks in there on that play.
Man, and that has scared me all season. Here's the replay right here.
He
overran it. He overran it.
It looks like the punter did make some
a
last-second adjustment, which led to a kind of a wounded duck punt.
All right, we're out there.
Here we go. Elijah Rutledge goes in motion. There's that little jet sweep. And look at the speed. Elijah breaking tackles, so his helmet comes off. So he's going to pick up about 2 to 3 yards on that jet sweep.
He's going to have to come out of the game. LeCameron will run in, and the Blue Devils are going to have to hustle. Man, it looks like they're giving us a couple yards.
Clock stops.
I didn't think he made it out of bounds.
I didn't either.
Just to place the ball.
Oh, okay, yeah. Reset the ball. So it's 1 minute, 15 seconds to go in the first half. We're going to see if Charlie's going to try to go deep here. I'm sure Montgomery's expecting that. They have a deep safety. Yep.
I doubt it right here.
Braden Wright has it. They're going to get us with a hold.
Yeah. I thought it was a great block, but we can't see as well as they can see down there. The clock's going to stop with that holding call. Blue Devils need to be ready to snap it, and those officials wasted no time calling it, and that clock's going to start going. But now we've got Elijah Rutledge back in the football game.
I expect Charlie to throw one at least being second and it's going to be second and about 7. Well, we're going to get the penalty, so they declined the no, they're waiting on them to mark it off. So it's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, so it's going to be second now. Looks like about 16, maybe longer than that. 17, second and 17. Charlie takes the snap, empty backfield. He's looking deep. He's going to go deep over there. He's got a guy down the sideline. Oh,
it is.
Incomplete.
In and out of his hands.
Intended for Elijah Rutledge, falls incomplete.
Man, and number 6, B.J. Bedgood is a wide receiver that hurt us earlier with all those SEC offers. Is also playing safety back there. Going 2 ways in the 5A state championship football game. He's a great football player. 3rd and a long way to go.
Yep. 39 seconds to go in the first half. Guys are getting set. Charlie takes a snap. He's looking.
Oh, it's going to be picked.
No, it's caught by Braden Wright.
There you go, Braden.
Braden Wright.
Didn't get the first down.
Yeah,
It's going to be
he's
4th and about 1.
And
There's
they got a
late
penalty
Oh, they got a
flag.
penalty flag.
I don't know if it's going to be against us or against. I think it may be
Yeah.
against them. Let's hope so.
I don't know who
Late
that was.
flag coming in.
Yeah, Elijah got hit outside of the play. I didn't necessarily
He's a
see it
defensive
happen.
player, and that's what Moody got called on. Yep. Yes, it's called that. Last week it happened to us, a block in the back. Or blindside block, I guess is what they call it. So that's going to be a 15-yard penalty, guys.
Yeah, with 26 seconds left to go in the half. Moody's still showing 1 timeout. Montgomery Catholic's head coach not happy about that call one bit.
Looks like we have 1 timeout left, so Jake's got to be smart with it.
Yeah. He's not going to want 3 points. He's going to want those 7.
yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see. He's going to want to call a play right here that gets out of bounds.
Charlie takes a snap. He's got Braden Wright. He had Bravis Cave Jr.
Yeah.
wide open on that wheel route over there. And the coaches have got to tell him up in the booth, they got to relay that back down to him because Bravis was nobody was on him.
Yep. You're right, and that's difficult for him to see in the moment as a quarterback right there. He may be his second, third, or fourth, even fourth read on that play. Seems like he decided he wanted to throw to Braden and tried to look off the defense to no avail.
So it looks like we're going to have a timeout on the field. I guess Moody's calling that timeout. No timeout, Montgomery Catholic. Man, he was so wide open. He motioned and then come back through the line of scrimmage, and he was wide open over there. What's the old saying? If ifs and nuts were candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas or something like that.
Yep.
Well, he could have called that to 10 and walked the last 10 yards into the end zone.
I probably just butchered. I think it's if ifs and
if ifs and buts were candy and nuts, we'd all have a wonderful Christmas.
Yeah. Well, 'tis the season.
It is.
Yeah.
Got a field goal kicker warming up down there.
I believe that will be Cal Overton, the lefty
is.
from 411. He's the long-range kicker.
I think he's got a bloody nose.
Who's that?
Braden.
If Braden has blood on him, they'll have to take him out of the game, I believe.
They're wiping his jersey off.
No. He is he's a ball player, being a senior.
Yeah.
It could be this is his last game. He's giving it everything, and he's old reliable.
You know, you were talking about his injuries. I think he's had an injury of some kind the last 3 seasons.
Yeah.
His ankle last year.
That's right.
Up at Alexandria.
Charlie takes a snap. He's getting rushed. He's got to get rid of it, Charlie. Charlie just throws it away. He's outside the pocket, so I do not see a flag. Are they going to throw it late?
Nope. And the Montgomery Catholic head coach is beside himself that they didn't call intentional grounding.
Well, you got to wait here. He could throw it late. He was outside, I think, the tackle box. So, yeah, it stops the clock with 15 seconds. The Montgomery Catholic fans are not happy, and the coaching staff over there is not happy.
So it's third down. The Blue Devils still hold on to 1 timeout here.
So I guess that penalty did not give him a new set of downs. So it's 3rd and 10. Charlie takes a snap. He's looking. He's got to get rid of it.
Oh, give it to him.
He was wide open again. Bravis Cave Jr. So now it's 4th down. Ball's on the 22.
Here comes a field goal unit.
That's going to be about a 39 to 40-yard field goal, I believe. from the lefty from 411.
A week ago, had a fumbled snap that impacted a field goal kick. Everything's got to be perfect on this one. He is kicking with the wind, so that's a benefit.
Snap, plays, kick. It's up. It's not going to be short. Just a little bit short.
2 yards short.
Wow.
Montgomery Catholic will have 2 seconds to decide what they want to do to end this half here. See if they want to take a shot. Looks like they're calling victory formation, but goodness gracious, they're saying they're going to kneel on it.
Yeah, you never know.
But you better play this one safe.
Yeah.
It looks like the Blue Devils are. They're backing all the way up.
Play it safe. Get out of here and readjust at halftime. You're only down by 2 possessions,
right, 2
guys.
Possessions, yep.
It could be a lot worse.
And we start the second half with the football.
Yep, and that's going to end it. That's the end of the first half. Moody, your Blue Devils are trailing Montgomery Catholic 14-0. Unfortunately, we're not able to talk to Coach Gaines or any coaches, so we're going to take a break, probably about a 10-minute break, 10 to 12-minute break, and we'll be back on the air live as soon as we can. You're listening to Moody Blue Devil Football on the 411 Network. Welcome back into the 411 Network. We are live here at Protective Stadium in Birmingham, Alabama for the 5A state championship game. Your Blue Devils are currently losing to Montgomery Catholic 14-0. Really, Brett Staggs could not get anything going offensively. Defensively, I mean, the first series for Montgomery Catholic, and we talked about if you're going to score on Moody, you got to score on them early. Well, 2 plays in, and Montgomery Catholic was up 7-0.
Yeah, that's exactly right. They caught us on our back foot. They probably knew those plays on Monday, but that's what they were going to call. They saw something on film and knew they were going to start out with that. There's a lot of movement from the offensive line that we weren't used to, and just really caught us off guard. And that's been the tail of the tape. I mean, if you go to the stat line, obviously it's 14-0 Montgomery Catholic over Moody. Not too much of a discrepancy. Moody with 5 first downs, Montgomery Catholic with 8. Moody only has 22 rushing yards. Montgomery Catholic with 80, approaching that century mark already through one half. Moody was 70 passing yards. Montgomery Catholic was 74. But then, of course, Moody thrown 2 interceptions up to this point. Those 2 turnovers have been so very costly. And if you take each drive for what it was, we got caught on our back foot on that first drive right there. But then the defense has shown a lot of promise on first and second down. The issue has been getting off the field on third down.
Yeah.
And we know that Moody has been historically better in the second half. This first drive right here, we say it every week, and this is even more true than ever before. We're going to have to figure out a way to get something going offensively.
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I'm not saying that we have to score. We really need to score. I'm not saying that we have to score, but if we don't show some solid drive offensively for the Blue Devils, this game could start to get put to bed pretty quick.
Yeah, it looks like on third down, Moody is 2 of 6 offensively, and Montgomery Catholic's 3 of 6. So really, both defenses on the third down are starting to come. But again, those 3 that Montgomery Catholic converted on third down were huge because they were long, like 3rd and 17, 3rd and 16, and they were able to convert those third downs. So,
yeah.
The
quarterback 7 for 10, throwing 70%, 74 yards, and a touchdown on the longest 52-yard. And Charlie 8 for 15. He's really slinging it well. The one interception was just a 50-50 ball. He threw it up. It didn't go our way. Another interception was tipped up in the air. He's not just chunking it in the wrong direction, but something that we definitely have to come back from.
Update on Josiah Dozier. We do know that he will not be back in the game tonight, so still do not have a update. They probably won't give that to us due to some HIPAA laws and involvement there, but we do know from the training staff that he will not be returning tonight to play in this ball game. That's unfortunate. Josiah Dozier has had a great year, but he has 1 more year left. He's a junior. A lot of schools are looking at Josiah. I don't know how many Brett, I don't know if you can pull up his stats on the year, but go ahead and tell us what he's done.
Yeah, I mean, Josiah has been the guy when it comes to the passing game, along with Elijah, but Josiah still leads with over 1,000 yards receiving, 1,050 yards coming into this game. He averages 25 yards every time he catches it, averages 80 yards per game, 17 touchdowns, which is by far the most touchdowns for any receiver for your Blue Devils. Elijah Rutledge is in second with 6 touchdowns, and he has had a phenomenal season as a junior, and he's only going to get better. We knew from last year, we knew that he had so much potential in him, and we saw him take that big step. He had big shoes to fill with his cousin, Davion, who is playing SEC ball right now, and he's done so well. He's been the guy who's provided that spark when we've needed it, so it's certainly going to stink missing him right here for the second half, fighting for this blue map. So we're praying for that young man. We've heard that he is going to be okay, but we're praying for him, and super unfortunate that he has to sit the rest of this one out.
Speaking of Davion, I see that Davion has entered the transfer portal.
Right.
But interesting to see who picks him up because he's a very, very good wide receiver. Arkansas was loaded at that position, and that's what happens. You just never know when you're recruited by a school and you get down there because they're going to, they're just not signing one receiver. They're signing multiple, and you have to go earn it. The competition is a lot different than high school, obviously, so we hope the best for Davion. Hopefully he'll land somewhere maybe closer to home. I know his family, obviously, is from here, can go see him play, but we'll see what happens. as the kickoff is off and going. That's Braden Wright. Braden Wright's got up the middle. Good return from Braden Wright.
Barack Willis just decapitated somebody with a block around the 25-yard line.
So decent field position for the Blue Devils.
I believe you're probably going to see a lot of that two-back set that we like to see with both Bravis and LeCameron into the game. And that's what we're going to see right here, especially with Josiah out.
1st and 10 Blue Devils from their own, looks like 27-yard line. Charlie takes the snap, hands off to LeCameron off that left side. He's just not getting there. Just a little push.
Got a surge just back to the line of scrimmage.
And they blow the play dead. He did not go down, but looks like they're going to give him no gain on that. So it'll be a 2nd and 10 for the Blue Devils.
And these coaches know what we know all up here. It's vital to establish a running game on this drive. If we're forced to go one-dimensional, they're just going to key in on Braden and Elijah, and it could be a long game for the offense. So we got to get something going on the ground.
Charlie waits on the snap, little hard count, takes the snap, hands off LeCameron again off that left side. He gets an initial push, and they finally bring him down, so he picked up maybe 2 yards on that play, so it's going to be a big 3rd down. There's a penalty on that, so I don't know if it's going to go against us or go against Montgomery Catholic.
I don't know. It
Montgomery Catholic looks upset. Let's see what the call is. Personal foul against Montgomery Catholic. So
I saw a punch fly, but I couldn't tell who threw it.
Yep. Personal foul against Montgomery Catholic will give Moody a new set of downs. Trying to get that running game, Brett, as you mentioned, get it established here early in this 3rd quarter.
But again, this Montgomery Catholic defense only given up, I believe, 78 points on the entire season.
Crazy. Charlie hands off LeCameron Meadows again. He up the middle. Good run from LeCameron Meadows. Picks up about 8 yards.
Yeah. And that's what you want. Staying ahead of the sticks on 1st down really opens up the playbook.
So it looks like we're staying with that Husky package with Fisher Vinegar in on the ball game. They move Jackson Hugby around. So they give him 7 yards. So 2nd and 3. Charlie looking to throw. He's got him wide open, Elijah.
Oh, he caught it. Oh, my goodness.
What a catch from Elijah Rutledge. He's an athlete, guys.
He ran that slant route, and he bobbled it in the air as he's being dragged down. He's still able to complete the catch. That's going to be a 1st down at the 40-yard line for the Blue Devils.
Big 1st down for Moody as they're on the move. They're in the night territory. Charlie looks over the defense, changes his play. Takes the snap, low snap. It's LeCameron Meadows again up the middle, getting a good push from that offensive line. But they push him back. He's going to pick up on 1st down about 3 yards. Maybe 4. I say 3, so let's call it 2nd and 7.
Montgomery Catholic running 4 down linemen. They've had 5 at certain points this game, but they've got 4 solid ones at that. And really want to start leaning on them late in the second half here, or early in the second half here, excuse me.
So they're leaving that Husky package in. So 2 wide receivers, 2 running back. It's pretty much going to be Charlie looking to throw. Great little play, and he had LeCameron wide open, and he was going to have a big gainer there.
That's exactly the play call that they were looking for, trying to lull them to sleep, run, and then LeCameron in wide open field just could not connect. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 7.
I don't think this will be 4 down territory, but it could be, Brett.
Yeah, it depends on what happens right here on this play. If they can get a solid gain of anywhere from 4 to 5, then it becomes a decision. But if they can't pick anything up here.
Charlie waits on the snap. Bravis Cave goes in motion. Charlie takes the snap. He's looking. Ooh.
Yep.
Little high.
Yeah. But no penalty thrown. And
so it's going to bring up 4th down. Man, we had a good drive going, and now it's a big decision from Coach Gaines and his staff, offensive coaches. What do you do here, Brett?
Yeah, and
looks like they're going to go for it.
Looks like they're going to go for it. We've run a hard count earlier in the game. Maybe they've clarified that quick stand-up as the Blue Devils say all the offensive line stands up. Sometimes that's gone in our favor. Sometimes it hasn't. So they may be trying to do a hard count. They may just be straight up going for it.
Under 10 seconds on the play clock. Bravis goes in motion.
They're going for it.
Charlie takes it. He's running. He's looking. Charlie throws.
Got him.
Pass is complete to Braden Wright.
Again, we've had that reliable play call right there, he'll hitch route, but that was a run like a waggle as Charlie kind of threw that on the run right there. A huge first down, and Blue Devils looking good on third down in this drive.
Old Reliable comes through for the Blue Devils. New set of downs for Moody.
Fourth down on that one.
That's correct, fourth down. 1st and 10, looks like they're on the 24-yard line of the Knights with a good drive going. Jackson Huckabee moves over. Charlie takes a snap. Bravis Cave Jr. up the middle, stutter step. He's still up, trying to break tackles, getting a push from his offensive lineman. There's a penalty coming in. And Jake, I don't know, does not look happy over on that sideline.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a hold or
Now face mask against the Knights. So things are going Moody's way here as the Moody players are trying to get the crowd over there on that side fired up.
Wow.
Again, a great crowd brought from Moody.
Everything is going the Blue Devils' way right here on this drive. A big, long third down pickup earlier, a fourth down pickup, and then a face mask right there is going to help pick up another chunk of yards. Into the red zone now. The Blue Devils have to take advantage of this opportunity. It's our first time in the red zone offensively here, and so we need to be able to punch it in to the end zone. We're from about the 11-yard line, it looks like.
So 1st and 10. So let's see. Can they still get the first?
They're going to blow that dead.
Yeah, because I think it's going to be – they call 15 yards face mask.
Oh, he's looks like the official is telling somebody to cover their knees up.
Yeah, they're big about that last couple of games. Charlie takes a snap, low snap. Bravis Cave Jr. up the middle. Bravis Cave Jr. still running. Bravis Cave Jr. He's down to the 1-yard line.
Wow. That was Bravis. And you saw earlier on in the game, Montgomery Catholic's able to get a lot of penetration with their defensive line, but this offensive line is really starting to get in a groove and getting a lot of push. That's a first down and goal.
First and goal. The Cameron Meadows with the ball. I think he's in. Waiting for that signal. They got a penalty, so I don't know if it's going to be a hold or if it's going to be a face mask. But from that far side, there is a penalty. Let's wait on it.
So he threw the flag, and then he called the touchdown.
I think Charlie looks to be celebrating. Face mask against the Knights, so that touchdown will stand. Touchdown, Blue Devils. That's the drive, Brett Staggs, they needed.
That is exactly what they needed. Everything that needed to go right for the Blue Devils absolutely did, and now the lights are flashing in Protective Stadium. Your Blue Devils are on their feet, and we have a football game right here. This all-important extra point. Excuse me for stealing your
it's okay, brother.
Legendary line.
Will Yates in to attempt that all-important extra point. His grandmother, hang on, I'll tell you that story here in a minute. Snap, place, kick, up. It looks good from here. And it is with 8 minutes and 7 seconds to go in the third quarter. Your Blue Devils are on the board. They trail 14-7. Yeah, my wife went up to the courthouse and saw Will Yates' grandmother works up there, and she saw my wife and said, "Oh, yes, we love to hear from the 411 Network that all-important extra point." She said, but that first game he was didn't call Will's name out right. He was calling Cal Overton as the extra point. And I thought it was Cal, but it was actually Will. So,
thank goodness they kick with different feet.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell the difference.
Hard to tell. It is. I had the pleasure of interviewing those two guys a couple of weeks ago, and, man, that was a great interview. And, again, the coaches show, have fun doing that. Taped our last one for the year last Monday night, and it was posted Wednesday. And talking to two great seniors that are going to be moving on to keep their athletic career going at Georgia Southern, Charlie Johnston, and of course Sid Walton at Tennessee. So now Moody, Montgomery Catholic is showing 154 total yards. Now Moody's at 140. So that was a great, great drive from the Blue Devils, much-needed drive.
It was, and wow, and we end up in a really good position to kicking it off from Montgomery Catholic's 45. And like I said, everything that needed to go right on that drive did, and the complexion of this football game has certainly changed at 14-7.
Now we just got to get that defense to stop them and get that ball back. Cal Overton has it kicked off, kicked deep, and it's going to go out of the end zone. So Montgomery Catholic will sit at their own 20. So let's see what this defense can do. Moody's energized now over there, Brett.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely feel the momentum is swinging back in the right direction. Moody Blue Devils, there's no easy way to put it. They took one on the chin that first drive. After that second touchdown was really a product of them suffering from some bad field position. Now with great field position starting out a defensive drive, let's see what the Blue Devils can do coming out with some inspired play from this death row defense.
Kingston Prayer's the quarterback. He hands off. He pushes up the middle. He gets a good push and picks up maybe 3 yards up the middle for the Knights.
Yep. Eventually brought down by Marshall Tiafilo. Meets him in the hole. And that's a big back. They've got him listed at 185, but from up here, he looks like every bit of 200.
He does.
I mean, he runs downhill.
They gave him 4 yards on that, so let's call it 2nd and 6. They send the man in motion. Takes the snap, and he's being pressured. And great play, Brody McCutcheon.
Brody McCutcheon. He loves to hit, and man, he got his on that one. Brody McCutcheon has been headhunting all season.
He's one of those seniors playing in his last high school football game, and, man, what a great push there, and what a great hit.
And Henry Smith was in his face as soon as he turned around. Excuse me, that was Simon Molay, and the sideline is going nuts on this huge
It's a big third down, third and 5.
Got to watch that run up the middle here. The Blue Devils are in man coverage.
Prayer takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He's throwing deep down the sideline. Good coverage, and he caught that ball.
That's 17. That's that big tight end Wilson Hodges, committed to Middle Tennessee. He is a big, big guy. I believe he's 6'5". They were fighting for possession, but Montgomery Catholic is going to pick it up and get a first down.
That's a big, big first down for Montgomery to keep that drive alive, and that's what we talked about, getting off the field on third down. So Montgomery's quick to the ball. He runs right up the middle, maybe gets 1 yard.
Yeah, and they're starting to really lack in the run game is Montgomery Catholic, and so hopefully we can force them to go somewhat one-dimensional and really key in right here.
So 2nd and about 8 for the Knights. 6 minutes, 18 seconds to go in this third quarter. We need to get a stop here.
Blue Devils didn't lose any energy to that big loss on third down.
They send the man in motion. We made great, and he picks up about 8 yards.
And you're right. We penetrated. We got into the backfield, but he's so patient. He just kind of sat, waited for that hole, and exploded. So it's a 3rd and 1 yard.
He picked up 7, so let's call it 3rd and a short 1, it looks like, from up here.
Yeah, they're bringing in that Wildcat package with their linebacker, Miles Catree. They were able to score a touchdown with him earlier.
So 3rd and 1 for the Blue Devils. For Montgomery Catholic. Big play for the Blue Devils. There it is. He runs off that left side, pushes the defensive line and gets that first down.
Yep. And he ran right behind a defensive lineman, Dylan Rogers, who's 260, came in, and their hammer package, that Wildcat package they've got, will run off, and they'll pick up the first down as Barack Willis runs in to replace Simon Molay.
So a new set of downs for Montgomery Catholic. And they're on the move. Kingston Prayer looking over the defense. Looks back at the side. Calls a timeout. Some confusion. So an early timeout for Montgomery Catholic. But the defense, again, Brett, had opportunity to get off the field on that 3rd and long, and big conversion from Montgomery Catholic throwing to that big tight end.
Yeah, there's been two big 3rd downs that we've lost on in this drive right here. If you want to look on the bright side on this drive, the Blue Devils have been able to limit most of the explosive plays. They haven't been giving up a chunk yardage of more than 20 yards. But Montgomery Catholic is playing some inspired ball on offense, and the Blue Devils really need to put an end to it right now, or else they're getting into 4th down territory, and that's just going to get harder and harder to stop a high-powered offense like this one.
Some discussion earlier this week about Moody and Montgomery Catholic playing in OTAs during the summer, and Moody really putting it to Montgomery Catholic. And a lot of people were saying, hey, that kind of favors Moody. And I'm like, well, 7-on-7 is a lot different than 11-on-11 with pads on and stuff. But, again, it is when you kind of know the feel of the receivers and the passing from the quarterback, but still there's no rush. There's it's just different than playing 7-on-7 than from 11-on-11. It is a confidence builder, thinking you can hang with them. But you saw early on tonight, 2 plays there in the end zone, and it was pretty much that one big running play that they had right off the bat. So, again, Moody's made some great adjustments. Again, the yardage there, Montgomery Catholic's right at 96 yards total rushing on 23 attempts. So, again, great adjustments for Coach Campbell and his defensive staff.
Yeah, and second half football team, the offense certainly showed a little bit more. We were helped along by some penalties there, but if you notice, we were able to get a rhythm going in the run game. That was the most vital step of that first offensive drive, was getting the run game going. We were able to establish that and stay two-dimensional and see Charlie complete some passes and keep his confidence up. That's vital as well. A stop right here, put a stop to this.
Yeah.
It would be absolutely huge.
4 minutes, 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's been a fast third quarter.
It sure has.
That's what happens when you run the ball. So still got a long TV timeout. Again, there is this instant replay in these games. I saw a couple in the flag football game that Moody fell. They fell to Montgomery Catholic 14-7 on, I believe, Wednesday morning. A couple of plays during these games have had result in instant replay. So it's, unusual. I don't know if they're going to go to it during the season, but maybe they're leaning that way. So here we go, 1st and 10, Knights. Prayer takes a snap. He's looking to go deep. He's throwing deep over there and almost picked off, and they're going to get him for pass interference. And I think he's going to get at it. Is that Colin Baker defending on the play?
It was. That was Colin Baker defending on the play, and just kind of got beat and made contact with the receiver just before the ball entered into his hands. Montgomery Catholic's lining up a little bit further than I feel like they should.
They're calling it on Montgomery Catholic?
No, they have to count it off from
the line of scrimmage. I got you. Yeah,
and I think it may have ended up being a decent play for Kylan Baker to force that incompletion out of bounds, or instead of giving him the completion, because they're going to end up a little bit not as far as they would have otherwise.
No, that's actually DJ Brooks over there, Brett,
Excuse me.
number 3. So I'm trying to find – Colin's not in on that series. You got Noah Hicks and Colin –
and DJ Brooks.
DJ Brooks, yeah. And so you got great play by our defense.
Bailey Abercrombie again. I mean, just as good as advertised, showing up, celebrating. Excuse me. I believe that was Bailey Abercrombie. Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Big old number 8, I like to call him. That play failed to gain, so 2nd and 10 now for the Knights.
And here comes Kylan Baker in for DJ Brooks.
We just got to get a stop. Kingston Prayer looks back over to the defense. Calls a snap. Oh, great play. Great read. Is that Brody McCutcheon again reading that? Or
that's
Caleb Goff?
Yeah. Mr. Do-It-All right there. And he's a film room warrior, and he knew exactly where that ball was going. Don't know if the receiver's going to catch it anyways, but Caleb Goff's going to lay the wood just to make sure.
Big third down now for your Moody Blue Devil defense. 3rd and 10. We need to get a stop here. I don't know if this may be 4-down territory for the Knights, Brett.
They've got a field goal kicker as well, so we have to be on the lookout for that, and they'll certainly take that opportunity if they have it.
So you got twins at the top, twins at the bottom, one lone setback. Kingston Prairie looks over the defense, waits on the snap. He takes the snap. It's a long snap, fumble, and he just falls on the ball.
Oh, my goodness, and that takes him probably out of 4-down territory and probably out of field.
Yeah, because that's going to be about a 48-yard field goal from the 30, so it looks like that'll be about a 48-yard field goal. I don't know.
They're keeping him in. And the quarterback expressing his frustration with the center is number 11, Giovanni Hayner, comes in. And on about 4th and this long earlier, they gave it up the gut to Giovanni Hayner, and he picked up that first down. So you cannot sell out against the pass right here. You have to respect the run no matter what.
10 seconds to go on the play clock.
Yeah,
they're looking. This could be a trick play here. They're trying to keep them not sure what.
They're going to take another timeout. They're going to have to. They've taken 2 timeouts now.
Yep.
And the Blue Devils are going nuts celebrating, and they should be. Man, and they've taken 2 timeouts early on in this second half.
And that could come back to haunt the Knights later.
Especially in a close game like this. It looks like their punt team is in now trying to pin the Blue Devils back deep. No, did they just take a –
They took a delay. A delay. So
that's a smart call from Montgomery Catholic not to give out that timeout. Blue Devils are in safe. Caleb Goff back to return this punt.
4th and 18 for the Knights. Get out of the end zone. Get out of the end zone.
Oof.
Kicked it way out of bounds. Not sure where he's going to keep walking. There
we go. That's not too bad.
About the 18-yard line.
Could have been a lot worse right there, and a huge stand from your Blue Devils. An absolutely huge stand. And again, look at the sidelines going nuts.
Yep. Moody fans getting live over there, waking up. 2 minutes and 58 seconds to go in this third quarter. Let's get this Moody drive going.
It's a long way to go on this one.
Bravis Cave, Cameron Meadows are your running backs. Charlie takes a snap, hands off to Bravis Cave. He's looking for a little running room. Bravis Cave Jr. off that left side is going to pick up maybe 2 to 3 yards.
And the Blue Devils are really looking for an explosive play right here. If you've got to, you'll nickel and dime them all the way down, but you really like to pick up a chunk play of 25 or more just to be able to get a little bit of more separation and get out of the shadow of your own field goal post.
So it looks like wide receivers is Braden Wright. I believe that may be Elijah Rutledge at the top of the screen. Charlie waits on the snap. He takes it. Fires it over the middle. Oh, great play from Elijah Rutledge, and he took a shot.
Man, he did. We've got a Blue Devil down, but he pops right up, showing toughness. What a throw and catch. The Blue Devils are looking great, two-dimensional again. The momentum is still picking up on that sideline.
Good Elijah hanging on to that ball because he took a shot. So new set of downs for the Blue Devils. Cameron Meadows goes in motion. Charlie takes a snap, hands off to Bravis Cave off that left side. He breaks a tackle, 2 tackles, and he picks up about 3 yards, maybe 4 yards.
And these first down gains of 3, 4, or 5 yards are really making a huge difference as far as opening up the playbook for the Blue Devils. They're sticking with that Husky package, keeping both running backs in, and that's what we assumed they would do after losing a weapon like Josiah, and it's been effective so far the second half.
So second at about 6 for your Blue Devils. Cameron Meadows goes in motion. Charlie's got to get rid of it. He's going to go deep to Elijah Rutledge down there. Elijah Rutledge. Oh, he made a great effort. I thought he had it. Threw it a little bit behind him.
Probably the best defensive back crew that Charlie has seen this season, maybe besides Gainesville or potentially Oxford. But definitely the best he's seen since those first 2 games. And They're covering up our wide receivers really well.
1 minute, 10 seconds to go in this third quarter. It's a big third down for your Moody Blue Devils. Charlie takes the snap. He fakes the look. There it is to LaCameron Meadows. Great play call. LaCameron right down the middle. No flags on the play, so a new set of downs for your Blue Devils. Great at play call. Same one they did just a little while ago that LaCameron dropped, went right back to him. He picks it up and gets that first down.
You're exactly right. And they connected on that one, and that is a huge first down pickup, just giving the defense a break. Winning back to field position.
Charlie takes a snap. LaCameron Meadows looking for a little. LaCameron Meadows breaks through the middle. LaCameron Meadows picks up about 11, 12 yards. He's slow getting up.
And now it's starting to look like the Montgomery Catholic Knights that are a bit stunned on their back foot. This defense is getting tired. They've been on the field a lot this half.
They have. New set of downs for the Blue Devils. Charlie takes a snap. LaCameron Meadows again off the left side. He's still up. He picks up about 2-3 yards. So it looks like Moody's finding their groove here.
And that run game, we mentioned it coming out of the half, so vital to establish a run game. Bravis clapping up LaCameron. You know he's getting tired out there. They're really leaning on him. Good news, they don't only have the beast, they've got the bus back there as well.
Yep, they got the K-train too. Charlie takes a snap, fake it. He's got a guy wide open. He's got a guy. Oh, that's pass interference. Yep, that's pass interference.
And it
Big.
should be more than that. It should be targeting as Braden's going to go over there. And he was a defenseless player. Braden's going to go over there and protect his player. That's the second time they've hit a defenseless player like that, and we cannot allow that to keep happening. The referees need to make a statement right here.
They call pass interference, it looks like, so it will be from the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and coach is going to go out and say, look, you have to make a statement at some point. This is the second time a defenseless player has been hit like that, and you're going to have to step up and protect these football players.
That will pick up a first down for the Blue Devils. And he was wide open, but the guy recovered pretty quick. Obviously, like you said, there's the replay up on the Jumbotron, and he was defenseless.
I was a little sensitive. It's a play very similar to that. My spleen was lacerated, so I know it can happen on a play like that.
Bravis Cave Jr. looking to run off that right side. He's still going. Bravis Cave Jr. carrying tacklers with him. He picks up about 2 yards, so Moody is finding their groove, and they're on the move here.
They sure are, and you can really lean on this offensive line. This is really starting to look like that run game that we've seen early on in the season.
That's going to do it. That's going to be the last play of the third quarter.
Oh, my goodness
Man, are we setting up for a great fourth quarter here? The Blue Devils are fighting back.
Both sidelines are going absolutely nuts, and they should be. They're holding up their fours. What a football game. This right here is what football dreams are made out of. The Blue Devils are driving, potentially trying to tie up this football game. We got a tie game late in this fourth quarter potentially.
So now, after 3 quarters, total yards, 189 for Moody, 189 for Montgomery Catholic.
How
wow.
about that right there?
Time of possession, Moody leads with 18 minutes and 26 seconds, while Montgomery Catholic has 17 minutes and 34 seconds. So pretty even there, Brett.
Blue Devils, and we've talked about all year, if we want to win a championship, we have to clean up the penalties. Check out this stat. Moody has 4 penalties for 35 yards. It's not perfect. Montgomery Catholic, however, 8 penalties for 90 yards. The coach has been hounding them for discipline all year, and that's really paying off and keeping the Blue Devils in this ball game. And check it out. The Blue Devils leading time of possession by almost a full minute right now.
Yeah. Big fourth quarter coming up for your Moody Blue Devils. We hope you're hanging in with the 411 Network. We appreciate those listening in tonight.
Following tonight's game, all fans who wish to leave immediately, please use the northeast.
The one thing we're talked about these games here at Super 7, they do a very good job when the game is over is getting everybody off. They do the ceremony for the runner-up and for the winner, but the next game is within an hour. Yeah. And so they get everything off, and they're ready to kick that other one off within an hour. Yeah. So pretty impressive what Alabama High School Association has done with this Super 7.
Yeah, they've been great. The facility, Protective Stadium, has been incredible. You know, we went into this thinking we're going to win a blue mat, but win, lose, or draw, what an awesome experience for these Blue Devils, showing that they belong in the best of the best. And here they are. It would have been easy, 14-0 coming out of halftime, to have your rear end on your shoulders a little bit, but they came out. You know, these coaches were pumping them full of energy, and now the Blue Devils are in position to strike and hopefully tie up this football game in the fourth quarter.
Our producer's telling us Moody's student section has moved down to this into the end zone here to support them, making it loud. Cheerleaders are moving down there. So Moody crowd again brought a great crowd here to Protective Stadium. Waiting on a TV commercial, still waiting for the guy. He's signaling them in. It looks like, yep, he's telling them, let's go. So looks like it's going to be 2nd and 8 for your Blue Devils. They're in red zone territory, so we've got to get a touchdown here, Brett.
Yeah, absolutely have to. And the one time we've been in the red zone, I believe, no, we've been in the red zone. It says twice. We've only scored once. I thought we'd only been in 1 for 1. Maybe they're counting this one on that stat line.
Charlie takes the snap. He looks. He throws. Got a guy wide open. Elijah Rutledge down the sideline. He breaks, spins it off. He's going to get a first down for the Blue Devils.
He's going to be inside the 10. That's going to be 1st and goal.
First and goal. And Charlie's telling him to hurry up. Let's go. Run it.
And we cannot say enough about Elijah Rutledge right now, stepping up and taking the reins.
Heavy package coming in.
Here comes that hammer package. It's been so successful. Wow, what they call that 3rd down. They say he stepped out of bounds.
Oh, so third and one. Okay, it looks like he picked up a first down, but he didn't. Let's see what we dial up here. Caleb Goff takes it. He's looking for a little running room. He bounces it off. Caleb Goff, he's off that left side. He stiffs arm. Caleb Goff, he's in. He's in. No flags. Touchdown, Blue Devils. They are back in it. Oh, my gosh. This place is going crazy.
This place is going nuts. He needed 1 yard for the first down, but he throws a magnificent stiff arm, and Caleb Goff drives it into the end zone. Mr. Do-It-All, number 0, brings it in for 6, and Moody Blue Devil has a chance to tie up this football game here early in the fourth quarter.
And here's that all-important extra point from Will Yates. Is everybody holding their breath? Snap, place, kick. It's up. It's good, baby. We're all tied up with 11 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. It's Moody 14, Montgomery Catholic 14.
Montgomery Catholic, unfortunately, looks to have a player down on their sideline.
So we have the Moody coaches next to us, and they are making some noise. I hope they hear us too, Brett.
They're screaming, "You live for this moment! You live for this moment!" And he does. Ice in his veins. Will Yates knocks it through the uprights, ties up this football game. 11 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Moody has outscored Montgomery Catholic 14-0 in this quarter right here.
Oh, the momentum has switched to Moody. And for those that are braving the cold out there at Protective Stadium, they're seeing a ball game here.
And you better believe Montgomery Catholic has not won this one win streak without their fair share of adversity. So they know what it's like to be down and come back. They know what it's like to win a close football game. So we cannot sleep, but we have to continue to play with the same confidence we played that entire third quarter with.
So rushing yards now, Montgomery Catholic still leads with 88, but Moody's knocking on the door to 83 on rushing yards. So total yards, Moody's leading now with 207 to 189.
And the sideline's still going absolutely
That's
nuts.
what you love to see over there. Our student section, our cheerleaders. Amon Lane over there in from Auburn cheering on the crowd. Cal Overton has it teed up. High kick.
Fair call, yep.
Fair call, so it's going to be on like the 32-yard line for Montgomery Catholic. So let's see what this Moody defense can do here.
And you know what Montgomery Catholic is thinking right now? They're thinking they have to be the firemen. They've got to get out, flip the field, make some first downs, try to put some points on the board. But this death row defense has something else in mind, and they have only gotten better as this football game has gone on. And Montgomery Catholic hasn't been able to get much going through the run game. Let's see if they go a little bit more one-dimensional here as they're hustling to the line of scrimmage.
Kingston Prayer waits for the snap. They got trips down here. Takes the snap. Right up the middle. No, sir. He bounces off, and there's a great tackle, a penalty flag.
That may be a face mask.
I hope they're going to get holding.
I hope it's holding as well.
Moody doesn't look to be celebrating. Personal foul, face mask, that's 15 yards. Man, that's just a momentum killer right there, Brett.
It is, and they're excited. But, again, effort penalty right there. It doesn't kill you. It certainly doesn't help. It gets them close to midfield. But this defense had a big stop on first down right there, minus that penalty.
Man, we need to turn over badly.
Turnover category, I believe it's 2-0?
Yeah.
Yep, and it's hard to win a football game with that type of stat, so we'll see what the Blue Devils have.
A little shift in there from Montgomery Catholic. He waits on the snap. He looks to throw. Great catch over the middle from their big tight end. Man, he just tight-roped that thing through there, Brett.
That's that Middle Tennessee commit at tight end, and they haven't really used him a ton. He's their fourth leading receiver with only 91 yards on the season. He may be matching that in this game alone. He's really stepped up for them.
11 minutes, 7 seconds to go in the ball game. We're all tied up at 14. Montgomery Catholic is on the move. There's that up the middle with that running back. He picks up maybe 4.
There's Hayner, and looks like these offenses are going tit for tat right now.
Cam Mallory and the offensive lineman he got his helmet stuck in his shoulder pads, or they both got their helmet stuck together.
Hopefully they get to stay in the game.
Yeah, I don't know what the rule is. Let's see what they – looks like Cam's going to be able to stay in.
Both of them are. I think that's the right call. You got to really be banging noggins for something like that to happen.
Cam Mallory, what a player he is. He's been a starter since his freshman year, and that tells you a lot what kind of player he is. So second at about 7. Prayer looks to throw. He's looking deep. He's going deep over there.
It's double coverage.
And it is, no flags.
No flags, no interception. That was great coverage right there from Sidney Walton, the full-on Tennessee commit.
And Brody McCutcheon comes over to support him on that. So a big third down now, big 3rd and 7, and we need to get off the field here as the Blue Devil fans are sideline over there. Both sidelines now are getting fired up.
And quarterback number 1 for Montgomery Catholic is firing up his fans. You don't typically see that offensively on a big play. But he may be one of those that feeds off the energy and the pressure.
They send the man in motion. He waits on the snap. He looks. He's being pressured out. He's about to go down there. Cam.
Ball's on the ground. Ball's on the ground.
Ball's on the ground. I believe we got it.
No, they come up with it. But Cam Mallory stands up when we needed him the most. That's going to take them out of 4-down territory.
We got to see the replay on that because that was a man right there just wanting that football. Here it is up on the Jumbotron. They can't block him, and quarterback never saw him, and he does the right thing.
It's a strip sack. He does lose the ball, but they come back with it. Cam Mallory is going to get that forced fumble.
Big defensive stop now. Just
don't rough the punter.
No. Safe punt.
Out of bounds again. Oh, wow.
Let's see. Come on. Keep marking up. Keep walking up. Keep walking up. Keep walking up. It's about the 19-yard line, so decent field position. No, actually, I'm sorry. It's the 15-yard line. About the 15-yard line. So,
and that death row defense bend but didn't break. You know, we don't have great field position right now, but kept those points off the board. And again, still leading in a total yardage. The Blue Devils are leading 207 to 199. I mean, going tit for tat right now.
Yeah. So 1st and 10 Blue Devils from their own 15-yard line. Jackson Huckabee moves over. Charlie takes the snap, a low snap. Bravis Cave Jr. off that right side. Bravis Cave Jr. almost broke a tackle. He picks up about 3 to 4 yards. Man, do we need a long drive here, Brett.
We do. We need a long drive. And these Blue Devils, their run game is just picking up. I don't know what our average is. Let's see if average per rush has been 3.3, just getting just enough on the 1st and 2nd downs.
2nd and 6 for your Blue Devils. Charlie waits on the snap. Takes the snap. LeCameron Meadows off that, looks like right side, left side, picks up close to a 1st down. He's going to be close. It's going to be about 3rd and maybe 3rd or 2.
They're thinking about Hammer, and that's what they're going to do, it looks like. Nope.
Yep, it's going to be Hammer. It's going to be 3rd and about No, it's going to be 3rd and 1. I guess they're going to go for it. It's 4-down territory. Charlie takes a snap. LeCameron Meadows gets stuck up there in the middle, but that pile's still pushing. They're still pushing him. He has not been brought down. Oh, they blew the play dead. Yeah. But he got the first down.
He got the first down. They blew the play dead, and that offensive line just willed him into 1st down territory. Again, the sideline going absolutely nuts for the Blue Devils. Every yard, 1 yard closer to the end zone. This offensive line has really stepped up in the second half.
8 minutes and 14 seconds to go in the ball game.
That clock just ticking away slowly.
Charlie Johnston looks over the defense. He's waiting on his play. Bravis Cave goes in motion. LeCameron Meadows looking for a little runner. LeCameron Meadows. Oh, he almost broke it. He picks up about 8 yards.
And I'll tell you what, these running backs right now are just finding the smallest hole to squeeze through and get in right there. That's going to open up the playbook here on second.
Looks 2nd and 1.
Yeah.
Or maybe say 2nd and a half a yard from up here. LeCameron Meadows again. LeCameron busts it outside. He's going to get the first down. But, man, that defense of Montgomery Catholic is so fast.
And I said it a moment ago, but the Blue Devils are picking up just enough, averaging 3.6 yards per rush. I mean, just enough to stay ahead of the chains.
Looks like the heavy package is coming in now.
Yeah, maybe to give some of those guys, they've had to lean on them so much, give them somewhat of a break. You don't really see this 1st and 10 on our side of the football field. But Coach sees something that he likes right now.
Don't be surprised if they throw out of this because it's all been run. We haven't been thrown out of that yet. Caleb Goff looking for a little run. He's stretching that defense. He gets around that corner, and he goes out of bounds. He's going to pick up about 6, maybe I say 6 yards, Brett.
Yeah, that looks to be about right, 5, maybe 6. Caleb, what we see in is Montgomery Catholic is really keying in on this hammer package and blowing up the inside, playing inside out, and he's bounced it out twice for decent gains. That's not exactly what you want on hammer, but it's working right now, so we'll stick with it.
It's called 2nd and 5, so he picked up about 5 yards. Caleb Goff up the middle again, still up. Caleb Goff, he is still up. He picked up about 4 yards, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and 1.
When you look up the definition of the word gamer in the dictionary, you see a picture of number 0 right there. Yep. Caleb Goff just fights and battles every single time he's in this football game.
6 minutes and 33 seconds to go in the ball game. A big 3rd and 1 for your Blue Devils.
3rd and 1. This is grown man football right here.
He takes the snap. He looks, just runs off that left side. He breaks off. Caleb Goff, he's lost some yardage. I don't know where the momentum.
It's going to be close. It's going to be very close. And here come the ones again. They're going to take the hammer package out.
It's going to be a big 4th and 1. I think he may have lost a yard. No, he didn't gain anything.
Yeah. Now you've got a decision to make right here. Do you trust that defense and set them up with good field position? Or do you trust this hammer package and try to pick up one more?
It's big 4th and 1 right here.
There was some movement, but not enough to call it. They got to go for it. They're going for it.
There it is. Caleb Goff, I don't think he got it.
It's very close. Oh, my gosh, the
ball's out.
Get on it. They let the play go. That's going to be 1st down. They didn't blow it dead.
Yeah, they threw the big bag.
They didn't blow it dead. That's a 1st down. Moody, The ball came out. Who's that, 53? He almost took it to the end zone, but then Jackson Randall.
Yeah, Jackson Randall, big old Poe.
Man, he almost took it to the end zone, and then he fumbled it, but he's able to recover his own fumble. What are they saying down there?
I don't know. I don't know if they're saying he was down. They threw the bean bag. So that Jake can challenge that now.
It was certainly close to a
you
first
can replay
down
that. Yeah.
And 72, I believe, that's Caden Smith is signaling.
Where they're having the ball from right here, it looks like it is a 1st down, but I would get Jake. I'd make a measure. Let's see what he does. It's 1st down. 1st down, Moody. They're calling the ball dead right there, it looks like.
What are they saying as far as 1st downs? We're not seeing it. Looks like
it's 1st down.
Okay.
They're going over.
Slow to move those chains, but yeah, we got the 1st down.
Jake can challenge that, I believe.
He wants the.
He's got the flag in his hand.
He's got a flag in his hand, but what he wants is that clock to keep running, and now it finally is. Somebody call a timeout here?
Yeah.
They challenged it.
I think they're going
Yeah.
to challenge the spot, which it may benefit Moody here.
Well, we'll see.
Let's see what he calls.
Man, I don't even. I wish we weren't taking the chance right now.
Yeah, so Montgomery Catholic's going to challenge this. This could be tough for Moody.
This is the right play for them to challenge because this has a huge impact on the game. This would be great field position if they end up with the ball. That was just a gutsy call from the head ball coach, Jake Gaines, right there to go for it.
I can't see.
It looked to me like we had the first down regardless of the fumble, but Montgomery Catholic thinks it's worth it to challenge.
So on fourth down, okay, here's the rule. It was fourth down. On fourth down, when you fumble the ball, it has to be recovered by the runner.
Okay.
So you can't advance it.
Okay.
So that's what the question is.
So
So
with
it's
the
where
ball-
he fumbled the
the ball
ball,
be slotted where he
he's
fumbled.
fumbled. Yeah,
Okay.
so that's why Poe could not advance that run. 5 minutes and 59 seconds to go in this ball game. So this is going to be a big play. Where they have it, he has the first down. So hopefully the ruling just stands.
I don't know what type of camera angle they're going to have to look at, but they're going to have indisputable evidence
Yeah.
to overturn this call. And I don't know what type of camera angles they have, but they're going to need to have a really tight camera angle to find indisputable evidence, especially in a pile like that. You know, it wasn't like a clear-cut just one ball carrier going down. They were in a scrum.
Yeah, that's true.
Coach Gaines has taken a lot of time off this clock already this drive.
Here we go. Well, they're looking. He looked back, so. So you cannot advance the only way you can advance that fumble, that runner, Caleb would have had to recover the ball.
Okay. Man, they're taking a close look.
And this could be the ball game. I mean, it's a big decision. They have not shown the replay up on the Jumbotron, so I don't know if they have any good angle here.
Yeah.
Referees are discussing. He's writing something down. So this. Yeah, but the two referees are discussing, and that sometimes doesn't
bode well.
No, it doesn't bode well for Moody. But we'll wait and see. Here we go. We're getting ready to make this call. It's going to be big. Wow. That could have went disastrous for Moody.
We had a what while the ball
Inadvertent
was
whistle.
Okay.
Inadvertent whistle
while the ball was loose. So let's see what they're sending out the hammer package again. They're just betting on grown men right now. And again, as if your blood pressure couldn't get any higher, 4th and 1, hammer package in, and both teams know what they're getting right here. Typically out of a timeout like that, the offense has the advantage, but they're not doing anything special.
He got it.
He got it. Give him. No, that's a bad spot.
Jake needs to challenge that.
That is such a close spot. No, and they're not giving it to him. They're giving it to Montgomery Catholic.
Wow.
Man, I think they were right, actually. I think the spot was correct. All right. You can't sleep on this death row defense.
Jake is asking for an explanation over there. I don't know if he can challenge that. I'm assuming he can.
You know, what stinks is that inadvertent whistle cost the Blue Devils that first down there.
5 minutes and 48 seconds to go in the ball game. Let's see if this defense can rise to the occasion and get a big stop. And there he goes
holding,
off. It should have been a holding. They got it.
Yep,
they're going to be penalized 10 yards from that spot. So it's going to be 1st and 20.
And that's as clear as day. We're about a mile away, but we can see it from up here. Moody now leading time possession 22-19, and that's all.
They're leading in total yards now to
Yeah.
237 to 199.
But the only stat that matters is that points category.
Man, we need to turn over badly.
We do, and been burnt more than once through the air, so the defense is certainly going to need to be on the lookout, but they also have that run game that's so strong, and they're going to go with Hayner, and there he
goes.
Open field. He's got Brody McCutcheon to beat, and Brody McCutcheon will push him out of bounds. They'll pick up the first.
Yep, and that was just man-on-man football right there.
They had a big play like that earlier on in the football game on 3rd long. That was 1st and long, and they pick it up.
What a big hole on that over on that right side.
Man, and no matter what side of the stands you're sitting on right now, you have to appreciate this football game.
Yep.
An instant classic state championship.
So a new set of downs for the Knights. They're in red zone territory. Prayer looks, and he's off that left side, right side again, and he breaks it. He picks up big yardage, and he finally pushed out of bounds. Looks like he's going to pick up another first down, so it's going to be 1st and goal for the Knights.
And that was number 8, Zaylen Jackson Ligon. Another first down. So 1st and goal.
Yep, 1st and goal now for the Knights.
If you want to give them a 1st and goal, you'd prefer for it to be from the 9-yard line.
Yeah, exactly. 5 minutes, 24 seconds to go in the ball game. Prayer takes a snap. Great play.
Looks like
Henry Smith, I believe.
Yeah. Because he had a hole wide open. He was going to walk into the end zone, and Henry Smith takes him down at around the 6 or 7.
Picks up about 4 yards, maybe 3 yards. Now they gave him 4, 2nd and 6.
Catholic's got a good field goal kicker.
They do.
They won't be scared to use him right here, especially at this range.
You hear the Catholic fans getting loud on their side. Prairie takes a snap, that long handoff right up the middle. Oh.
Yeah, there's Hayner again, but nothing going on that one as that death row defensive line steps up and makes a big play. Either no gain or almost a loss of yardage.
Yeah, he didn't gain much, so it's going to be a big 3rd and goal now for Montgomery Catholic.
Here comes their Husky package with number 3 again. That's a linebacker, Miles Catree, following those big old defensive linemen that come in as those sniffer backs. So, again, this game has been a lot of old school man-on-man football.
Big 3rd down for your Moody defense. Let's see what dials up here. Watch a pass out of this. Yeah.
I don't know who filled that hole. Maybe it was Sidney Walton. But that was a huge tackle. I think it was Sidney Walton in on the tackle for the Blue Devils, and the Tennessee commit comes up big. And their kicker, number 40, looks like
J.P. Costa.
Yep, he comes in.
Oh, we need a block. We need a miss. We need a block.
3 minutes and 40 seconds to go. He's standing right in the middle of the uprights. They couldn't have asked for a better field goal try.
This doesn't do a penalty. Don't jump over anybody to get a penalty. Waiting on the snap. High snap, place. It's up.
It's good.
And it's good. With 3 minutes and 21 seconds to go in the ball game, Montgomery Catholic leads 17-14. Buckle up, folks. We got 3 minutes and 21 seconds left.
We do, and what a football game. I think we can say unequivocally, without a doubt, the two teams that should be in Protective Stadium tonight are here right now.
Yep.
Win, lose, or draw on either side. What a great football game, and games like this are the reason that we love this sport so much.
The fight in the Blue Devils, down 14-0.
Yep.
Fought back and just
outscored 14-3 in the second half so far, and they'll need one more if they want to get it done.
If you're just now joining us, our leading receiver, Josiah Dozier, is no longer in the ball game. He got injured early in the first half. So Moody kind of had to change their game plan a little bit.
What's working against us, we've been able to get that running game going. Only 3 minutes and 21 seconds to drive it all the way down the field. We may not be able to rely on that as much as we have so far in the second half.
Montgomery Catholic has it teed up. Deep, deep kick.
Go out of bounds.
And it's out of bounds. I don't know if he's going to – yep.
We touched it he touched it when it was already out of bounds.
Yeah, so that's going to be on the 30-yard line, I believe.
Okay, some solid field position for the Blue Devils.
Let's go 70 yards. Let's punch it in with a touchdown with about 2 seconds to go in the ball game.
70 yards for the rest of your football career right here.
No, actually 35, so 65 yards.
In the hands of our capable, legendary quarterback, Charlie Johnston, who's just gotten better and better, LaCameron Meadows, Bravis Cave, Elijah Rutledge, Braden Wright, on the backs of this incredible, mostly senior offensive line. What do you got, Moody Blue Devils?
Yep, here we go, folks. Looks like we got one lone setback. I think that's LaCameron Meadows. Elijah Rutledge goes in motion. Charlie takes the snap. He fakes it, throws it right over. No, I thought he.
Yeah, LaCameron's
trying to take the ball.
The whistle had to have been blown dead by that point, and that's what they're saying. The whistle was blown dead.
I thought Charlie had Elijah. I was watching the fake, but so LaCameron picked up about 2 yards. So 2nd and 8 for your Blue Devils. 2 minutes and 53 seconds to go in the ball game. I look for Charlie to try to go deep here. He takes the snap. He's looking. He's got time, and he just gets.
Oh, that's a.
Oh goodness.
Number 3, their leading tackler, Miles Cattree, had an interception, but dropped it. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 8. Charlie took a shot as he released it, which.
Oh. This is going to be 4-down territory, so we got 2 downs to get 8 yards to keep this drive alive.
So don't be surprised to see a run play right here.
Yep. Charlie takes snap. He's got a guy wide open over there. There it is. And he drops it. And that would have been a 1st down.
It would have been. It's going to bring up 4th and 8. They just could not connect.
Wow. This is going to be your ball game, folks.
It was a great play call. It was a good route. A little bit of low of a pass, but definitely catchable. Just one of those plays, for whatever reason, you can't connect.
This is going to be ball game. 2 minutes, 36 seconds to go in the game. 4th and 8 for your Moody Blue Devils. And we just got a false start. So now it's going to be 4th and 13. I believe. Yeah, 4th and 13 now, so that changes your play, I would assume. You know, they like to go to that little run route with Braden Wright. Coach Gaines is hollering something to his players over there. So here we go. LaCameron Meadows goes in motion. Charlie takes a snap. He's looking. He drops the ball. He picks it up. Pass is complete to Braden Wright. He didn't get it.
He's short.
I don't know. From here, he may have it.
Oh, my gosh.
He may have it.
What a spot.
They're going to have to measure. He's close.
And Montgomery Catholic.
I think he's got it.
I don't know. They're giving him the 1st down.
Yeah, wow.
They've got no more challenges.
Yep, that's right. That's right.
His flag's back out.
He can't challenge, I don't think.
Well, unless it was successful earlier, which they may have considered that a successful challenge.
Now, here are our coaches next door. They're telling our coaches on the sideline, I don't know about the challenge rule, so
They're going to accept the challenge. The camera's out, so I guess they considered that a successful challenge earlier. I didn't necessarily consider that a successful challenge, but they're going to it. To be honest, I thought it was a generous spot. And I hope they don't see what we saw and take this first down away from the Blue Devils. On the bright side, I believe the Blue Devils have all their timeouts.
Yes, they do.
So they would get it on the Blue Devil 44 and a half.
Right at the 45.
Yeah, right at the 45.
The tip of the ball is on the 45. So
yeah, and then the Blue Devils would have all their timeouts. They would need to make a big 3-and-out stop to have another opportunity. But
wow, everybody holding their breath. 2 minutes, 21 seconds to go in the ball game as this play is being under review. Hopefully they're going to let it stand where it is. If they do, Moody still has life. If they don't, pretty much Montgomery Catholic, you still got a little time. You got your timeouts, but again, it doesn't look good if this play goes against Moody. You can hear a pin drop, it seems like, Brett.
I just grew 2 new hearts, and both of them are in my ears.
The game of inches. We can hear our coaches over there, so I don't know. When you see the other guy writing stuff down, it doesn't usually bode well.
Yep. Looking at the replay, to us it looks short. They need indisputable evidence. I guess they considered the first challenge from Montgomery Catholic a successful challenge, which allows them another one.
Okay.
If it was an unsuccessful challenge, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they lose that challenge and they don't have another one.
They're taking their time. They got to get it right because –
and it's been a good officiating crew so far in this game. They've been calling a very fair game. I'm studying this guy through binoculars right now looking for any indication, and he is stone-faced looking into that camera, looking at every single angle, making sure that he makes the right call.
He caught it right there. His foot is right there on it.
When he catches it. I don't know what it. And that's what they're saying on the broadcast.
Yeah, that's where his foot.
Yeah.
Here we go.
No.
Here we go. Here with the results. Everybody hold your breath.
After physical review, the receiver was down at the 44-yard line. Short of the line.
Yep, that's pretty much going to be a ball game, I believe, Brett. Oh man, what a tough decision. Man, that hurts.
As much as I hate it, I think he made the right call. And you said it, but 2 minutes and 21 seconds, 3 timeouts to go, and a death row defense. Crazier things have happened.
Yeah,
you're right. It does not look good. Montgomery Catholic's in the driver's seat, but they're going to want to run it. They're not going to want to air it out.
No.
And, they have not had a million successes, but they're spreading us out. They've got Hayner in there, who's been their most successful running back so far.
Man, they just got us. That new Wildcat package is, I guess his cadence, his voice may be a little bit louder.
Not to mention the pressure of this drive right here.
Yeah, so it's going to be 1st and 5 now. And you're right, they're just going to run the ball. They're just determined, and they've got a first down. Really nothing Moody can do. As the clock runs 2 minutes, the clock stops when they set the chains.
Yeah, he's not going to take his time out right here. He's going to wait and see if we can get a stop right here on first down and then potentially call his timeout to reserve as much clock as possible.
But they're going to take their time.
They sure are.
Yep.
They're not going to let a single second of that 25-second play
So
clock.
now we're about under 2 minutes to go in this ball game. Man, the game of inches.
And it came down to an inch.
Yep. So look for Jake to take a timeout here.
He's still going.
Oh, wow.
Timeout, timeout, timeout. Second, about 1. That is not optimal.
No. Man, oh, man. What a gutsy performance from your Blue Devils, though, Brad. I know there's Coach Gaines doesn't believe in moral victories, and you got to try to find a shining light somewhere in this game. And I think the shining light is the Blue Devils had a lot of fight in them in the second half.
They sure did, and they came out from a deficit. They got punched in the mouth early, and they came back swinging. And up to this point, outscored the Knights 14-3. Unfortunately, the first half counts as well.
That's true.
And it's come down to 2 or 3 fourth downs.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Blue Devils are going to have to get 3 stops in a row.
And, I think if Montgomery Catholic gets a first down here, I don't think their coach, him and Jake, are good friends.
Yeah.
And I think they'll be in victory formation. You got 1 minute, 31 seconds to go in the ball game.
Cam Mallory's got something to say. There's a timeout.
Yep.
He lost 3 yards on that one. Cam Mallory beat the ball back to the quarterback. Let's talk about Cameron Mallory and Bailey Abercrombie and the games that they have both played tonight to put their team in a position to win. And it's going to be 3rd and 5. We need one more stop and a quick timeout. That's going to give the Blue Devils a chance on offense.
Yeah.
We'll see what Montgomery Catholic decides to do on 4th down, whether they kick a field goal or what, or decide to go for it here in this position.
It's been a great ball game. Montgomery Catholic riding that 28-game winning streak, and this is the most points they've given up in a very long time. And they're a very, very good football team.
They are, and they through the playoffs they averaged giving up 3 points per game. Through the season they averaged giving up 6 points per game, and it came down to really that first drive.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So, big 3rd and 5. Yep. There's a – well, no, that's a –
Montgomery Catholic tries to draw the Blue Devils offsides. They will not budge. They take a timeout, 1 minute and 27 seconds. The Blue Devils had an opportunity to stop them right here. I'm curious what they would do on 4th down. I don't know the range of their field goal kicker. I don't know if they would try to go for it again. I'm assuming they might try to go for it if they're stopped here.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad – you got to make Moody drive the length of the field.
Yep. And the Blue Devils have not had any true successful chunk plays outside of that. A couple, one to Elijah and one to Josiah, that went for about 25 yards, and that's not going to be enough with less than a minute once they get this football. So probably going to be some trickery involved if we do end up on offense again. Just throw everything in the kitchen sink at them.
Moody sideline trying to get the Moody faithful to be loud and proud, and they have been tonight, Brett. Again, can't say enough about our fans making the trip down here. So here we go, 3rd and 5.
You know what you're getting. It's an option, and he's going
great
down
play.
the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he broke a tackle.
Timeout. Jake's on the field. Timeout.
He's going to get a timeout with 1 minute 18. He lost 2 yards.
So we'll see what Catholic's got. Be a pretty long field goal right here for a high school kicker. They may decide to just go for it.
Caleb Goff, Henry Smith, Marshall Teofilo, Simon Molay in there. And these guys, I tell you what, that defense, we're going to miss these guys next year. They've been so fun to watch. Watch them grow up. We're getting our linebackers back. Cam Mallory's back. Barack's back. Henry Smith is back. I think our DBs, Colin Baker will be back. Again,
if we've said it once, we've said it a million times. It's just got to be statistically, if you're judging with stats, if you're judging with your heart, if you're judging with your eyes, the best defense Moody has ever seen. Just a gutsy defense.
Moody has been able to get 115 rushing yards on Montgomery Catholic. Montgomery Catholic looking at 146 rushing yards.
Man, look how even those stat lines
Yeah, 35 of rushing attempts. Moody has 115. Montgomery Catholic 36 rushing attempts for 146 yards. They're Montgomery Catholic's averaging 4.1 yards a carry, where Moody's at 3.3. So here we go, big fourth down. Look for a jump pass here. You got to watch a tight end coming out of the backfield, and that's what we're going to get. There it is. He's just going to throw it up.
They're looking for a pass interference.
And he caught it. Nope, not going to get it.
So the Blue Devils are going to get the ball with 1 minute and 12 seconds to go.
That's plenty of time.
No timeouts.
The coach is next to us saying, let's go get it. This is a great opportunity for us to drive down the field. I'd rather have the ball at the very end anyway, Brett.
This has the potential to be one of the greatest drives in Alabama high school football history.
We have no timeouts, so we got to be aware of that. Charlie takes the snap. He looks. You got to get rid of it. There's that bubble screen, and they read it well.
Yeah, it's not what you want. You don't want that.
You got to get back to the line, guys. You got to get back to the line.
Clock's just ticking under 1 minute now.
Yep, 56 seconds, 55 seconds. It was a good call, but they ran it well. Charlie takes the snap. He's got plenty of time. He throws it wide over. Blaze is running.
He's trying to get out of bounds. Is what he's trying to do, and he does not. He's still in.
Yep, still running. You've got to get 38 seconds, 37 seconds.
Man, you can't. You got to let it fly right here. You can't take a check down. And Charlie knows that. So you cannot take a check down right here. You'd rather throw an incomplete pass.
Charlie takes a snap. You got to throw it, Charlie. And he's going to.
Don't take the sack, and he does.
Yeah, and that's going to be ball game, I'm afraid.
We got to hustle. Get up and just chunk it. Throw it as far as you can.
13 seconds, 12, 11.
Last play of the
8,
season.
7. Charlie takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He's going to chunk it.
Straight to – that's an interception.
Yeah.
There goes the season. What a gutsy game from your Moody Blue Devils. Congratulations to Montgomery Catholic. They earned it.
That's a tough one right there, folks, to take, but, you can't just – it's tough, man. Some of the Moody players are just falling to the ground, and it's a heartbreaker. They fought so hard to get here, and for the Moody faithful, nothing to hang your head about. This team is something to be proud of. But what a game it was. Just came inches short for us, and I just know it's tough. Unfortunately, somebody's got to lose. And tonight it was the Moody Blue Devils. But, man, what a hard-fought second-half game they did. They could have easily laid down 14-0, and everybody thought this is going to get ugly. But, man, they come back in that second half and made it a ball game. It's just, again, a game of inches, Brad. And that fourth down with Braden looked like he, thought he made it. Then the Wildcat, the heavy package where they stopped Caleb Goff. 2 big fourth down plays there that we did not make.
And the most successful Moody football team to ever play for the Blue Devils, and I've enjoyed every moment of every football game calling with you, and I appreciate you and the 411 Network, and every moment, every drop of blood, sweat, and tears from this Moody Blue Devil team. You made your city proud. We're proud of you.
Yeah.
We are so proud of you. Hold your heads up. Congratulations to Montgomery Catholic. They become two-time state champions back-to-back from
and two
4A
different
to
casts.
5A,
That's
yeah.
right. That's big.
And, congratulations. This is a heartbreaking loss.
It's tough. It really is tough. And, your kids, they work hard in January, and they're here. They made it. They made it to the game, and you just came up, 3 points. You get beat by 3 points, and you can look back again and mistakes here and there, and being in a game like this. Hopefully next year we can be back here, and you can understand what it means to be here. Montgomery Catholic had a lot of success, and that helps them. That has to help them in a game like this. But again, I can't say enough for Coach Gaines and his staff, what they did to get to this moment. And they'll start here in a couple of weeks preparing for 2025. He ain't gonna lay down long, and he knows he's got to keep working at it. But for those seniors that we've watched since they were sophomores when Coach Gaines came in here, we watched them grow, Brett, and they got bigger, they got stronger, they got more physical, and they became a team that when they walked on that field, they knew they were going to win that ball game. And to watch them go have 2 10-win seasons back-to-back and now getting 11 wins this season. Again, moral victories doesn't get you anywhere, but you got to find a shining light somewhere in this, Brett.
Yeah.
And, again, enjoyed calling these games with you and Willie, having Eric a part of this and having Ashland a part of this network, and the camera kid, the students that work with these cameras. Can't say enough about them, having them here to help. And, it just seems like yesterday we were talking about the very first game on that Thursday night, and now here we are in December and getting close to the end of the year and season's over. But as we're waiting on the ceremony, you're still listening to us. We do appreciate you hanging in with us on this audio. A lot of sad faces over there on the Moody side, and it's sad faces up here in this booth. Just trying to find some positive in it. Coach Gaines is he hates to lose like anyone, but I thought his game plan was good. Montgomery Catholic really found a weakness there on us, and maybe they heard us talking about if you're going to score on Moody, you better score on the first series, and they took it to heart because in 2 plays, man, they were on the scoreboard, and like you said, that was I think we're going to go back and look at that being a very critical point in the ball game. But we'll pause a minute for this award ceremony.
Tonight's championship awards will be presented by the Alabama High School Athletic Association, staff, and members of the Central Board of Control. Representing District 3, Matt Gohagen. Representing District 6 is Mike Welch. Also assisting with tonight's championship awards presentation, Paul Henderson from Encore, Mike Baker from Coca-Cola. The Alabama High School Athletic Association would like to congratulate both head coaches, their teams, and staff on an amazing 2024 season and for making it to this year's Super 7 championship game. To commemorate this incredible accomplishment, each head coach will receive an official Wilson Championship football. Presenting this year's championship footballs are J.T. Lawrence, Director of the Alabama High School Athletic Directors and Coaches Association, and Paul Henderson from Encore. First, from Moody High School, head coach Jake Gaines. Now, from Montgomery Catholic Preparatory High School, head coach Kirk Johnson. Fans, please join us in congratulating both coaches for an incredible season. And now, please join us in welcoming to the field Mike Baker from Coca-Cola, along with Ryan Barkley of the Alabama High School Athletic Association for the presentation of the Most Valuable Player Award. The 2024 Most Valuable Player for the Class 5A State Championship game is number 11, Giovanni Hayner from Montgomery Catholic Preparatory High School. At this time, we ask that you please welcome to the field Central Board Member Mike Welch from District 6, along with Brian McRae from the Alabama High School Athletic Association for the presentation of the 2024 Class 5A State Championship Runner-Up Trophy. Your 2024 5A State Champion runner-up is the Moody Blue Devils, led by Coach Jake Gaines. Now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, please give a warm welcome to Executive Director of the Alabama High School State Association Athletic Association, Heath Harmon, and Central Board Member Matt Gohagen from District 3 for the presentation of the 2024 5A State Championship Trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2024 5A State Champions are the Montgomery Catholic Knights, led by head coach Kirk Johnson. Congratulations.
Award ceremony, giving both teams their trophies, Moody being the runner-up, Montgomery Catholic winning the 5A state title, and just watching our kids down on the sideline, Brad, just heartbreak for these seniors playing their last high school game for the Moody Blue Devils, but they ended it here in a state championship game, and this one's going to where you wake up in the morning where you're going to have that feeling when you lose a ball game, and you've been there, Brad, and it's tough. It's tough, and this is going to linger for a couple of days, and you just got to pick yourself up and get back to work for next season. For the underclassmen that will be back, you just got to keep working, and you know how it is. You know what it takes to get here, and you just got to keep working, putting that work in, and man, it's just tough seeing these kids just breaking down here on the field, and it's just tough. It's just tough.
It's just the product of passion and blood and sweat and tears and hours and hours and early mornings and late nights from not only the players but also the coaches and also the parents, and so much investment in this community. Moody Blue Devils, we are so proud of you. You made history this season, this 2024 football season. Lay down, bleed a while, and get back up.
Yeah.
And start fighting again. And we know that head ball coach, Coach Gaines, the coaching staff, and those players have zero quit in them. They know what it takes to get here, and they know what it takes to win. It's a game of inches, and it certainly came down to inches. 3 measly points separated
Yeah.
this team from that blue map that they've been training for over a year, and it hurts, but it's the reality. Somebody had to lose. Tonight it was the Moody Blue Devils.
Looking at some of the stats right here going over, Moody was 5 of 13 on third down. Montgomery Catholic was 5 for 12 on third down. Penalties, Moody had 7 for 60 yards. Montgomery Catholic 10 for 129. Fourth down, Moody was 1 of 5 on fourth down, and that was the tell of the game right there, Brett.
That's right.
Time of possession, Moody led with 24 minutes to 40 seconds to 23.20 for Montgomery Catholic. So rushing yards, Moody had 112 rushings to Montgomery Catholic's 146. Moody had on passing yards 135 to Montgomery Catholic's 116. Charlie was 16 for 29. He had 3 interceptions, which became costly, obviously, but that's half his interceptions in one game. He threw 6 all year, and
that stat line won't tell that some were tipped.
Yeah,
some were 50,
exactly.
50 balls, and the
Exactly.
other one was thrown out of a sack on the last play of the game. And so, Charlie just got better and better and played some incredible defensive backs tonight.
Yeah, he did, and it was great to watch them grow, watch Charlie grow, and these running backs, and we're really gonna miss them. But again, thank everybody who supported the 411 Network. Brad, enjoyed working with you as always. Eric, as always. Willie's down there on the sideline. Enjoyed him, and you know what? Hopefully here in a couple of months we'll be talking about this 2025 season. Enjoy the holiday season. Spend time with your family. Hope everybody has a great holiday season, a great Christmas. And then we get with the new year, and before you know it, guys, we're going to be talking about 2025 kicking off, and it's another big, tough schedule. Again, if everything stays the same, I think it's a 2-year deal when you sign these contracts. So we'll see what happens. So on behalf of the 411 Network, we appreciate everybody. Our time is up. We appreciate yours. And we will I know 411 will be doing basketball, Moody basketball. Willie Strickland will take over the play-by-play for Moody basketball. Then Moody girls softball, Nick Rutledge will take the helm of play-by-play for the girls softball coming up this calendar year, 2025, when that starts. So National Signing Day may be coming up. We broadcast it last year. Don't know if we'll be able to do it again this year. We'll just wait and see. But again, thank everybody for your support of 411 Network, and as always, go Blue Devils.